course, I'm a mermaid, so I mean, I can't really say anything.
You're a jaded mermaid.
Yeah, I am. I'm the jaded mermaid. What do you mean, a jaded mermaid?
Oh, I didn't see the in front of your name. Sorry, my bad. My bad.
Look, I'm sensitive about this after all the troll accounts from online over the past 2
Oh,
weeks.
jeez. Yeah, I've been watching your
Wix and get them to take down a site because someone made a freaking fake OnlyFans of me. Thank you for the house, nurse. Oh my god, like I was like, this is stupid. And then Instagram took one down, but then it's literally as soon as that one got taken down, another one went up immediately, and it's a vicious cycle. We're like 5 or 6 accounts in now that have been reported banned. Another one pops up, reported banned. Just like frick, what do I even do at this point? Because it's like, it doesn't bother me except for the fact that he is, or she, I don't know, is creating like fake websites and then taking my likeness, my image, and my content and then making a profit off of it. Like, what the you? And you're debating people because the one bikini picture that I have up is the profile picture for this OnlyFans, and the rest of the ladies on this page are not me. But so
you're telling me you're telling me you paid for your doubles OnlyFans just to figure it out?
No. He has like a girl up on the banner though, and it's a different. It's a completely different body. She way tanner than me. We don't even look the same. Like, anyway, yeah, interesting.
Or someone would make a fake website of me.
That's how you know you're. That's how you know you really made it.
Look, guys, when I was streaming on this live app called Camfrog. I have like 275,000 followers on there or something like that.
Holy moly!
I had this one or group, I don't know, that kept making accounts with my name, and like, but it got vicious. It wasn't just like annoying. Like, I had things had to happen legally with that. It got bad. It got like brutally bad about the things that they were saying. People got like their IPs got tracked from the people, and they got like banned. And yeah, it was not good. We're saying things you shouldn't say to people, even if you like hate their guts. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It was a whole new level of harassment, and I have multiple what is it called, restraining orders, those things on people, because I've had IRL stalkers before, not just one, not just 2, but like 4 people that I have restraining orders on.
Good lord.
But this freaking, like, dude, this was a whole new level.
Restraining orders.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
I mean,
no, you don't.
And isn't that your boyfriend, Sean White?
Husband. I've been married for 7 years. Yes. I got married at 19. I'm 26.
Damn. Good for you.
Got married in 1926. Wait, what?
You met when you were 15?
16. I got to college at 16.
Nice. He totally looks like Sean White though too.
That's why he has the name.
I know.
Why he has the name.
It's pretty funny. Hey Kay, what happened to you?
Mighty Mouse, stop lying.
He went to go get something, but I don't know.
Yeah, he said he was getting a couple of things. I'm gonna be through this first glass of wine completely before we even start.
I know. I'm gonna have to get a refill too.
Everyone.
Song is
having the all that is a little. Whoop! What the hell is this thing that just showed up? See, these are the fun things. I don't know what even is this. Oh wait, I know what this is. Yep.
Resolving dependence.
That was Pixel's random little thing on there. His Glessy gift for some odd reason isn't working, and I don't know why. That's weird. Interesting. Anywho, hi everybody. Welcome back to the show. It's Wednesday. Don't hit the Glessy Ember gift thing, because I don't know. I might have to redo the intro or just refresh the cache of the current webpage. Hope everybody's doing well. It is Wednesday, so that does mean Kdog After Dark. I still need to get some snazzy intro thing for it. But yeah, so let's go ahead and switch over to that scene, because I'm ready to start drinking. And I think, yep, there it is. Oh yeah, it's on this one too. Yeah, hold on, let me see if I can, wait, refresh cache. Yep, I just had to nope. All right, I gotta let Pixel know his shit's not working. Oh, we lost Jaded. That's okay. Everybody, officially
refreshing her glass.
Yeah. Everybody, welcome back to the show. It is Wednesday, so like I said, Kdog After Dark. I have K-Cat crawling over.
The bottle in here.
Oh yes, that's the smart thing is to just have the bottle next to you. That's what I do. It literally sits right next to me the whole time. Yeah, exactly. Again, everybody, we are running co-streams and all that, so we have multiple chats and everything. So we welcome everybody from all sides of everybody's different chats. As always, just a little precursor. If we don't respond right away, we still love you. We promise.
We do love you.
We just, you know, somewhat. We somewhat love you a little bit more. Some people, you know, maybe a little more than others, you know, but not by much. Not by much, you know. But no, for realsies, we are going to be talking about a lot of things, so we'll kind of group the general consensus of chat a lot of times, maybe not respond right away, but we still love you guys. I always like to throw that out at the beginning. So that being said, tonight, once again, I am joined by my co-host, my koi host. I don't know. I'm talking about fish, kois. Anyways, yes, my koi fish, my koi fish this evening and every week. Shredder OG, that gentleman down over there. Woo! And then tonight we have the Jolly Green Giant himself back again, Disciple. That one right there. That one right there. And then special guest this evening. I'm petting K-Cat to keep her distracted. That's why I'm kind of like also right over here because I don't want her knocking over my wine. Anyways, special guest this evening, Jaded Mermaid. That one over there. Not the one that everybody's going to be staring at all night. That one over there. So we can just all get rid of our cameras really quick, you know, and it's fine. We're just going to do this, you know. We're just going to, yeah. And then he comes back. But officially, Jaded, welcome. As we get started, everybody knows as we get into it, the web shows get a little bit more fun as they go, as we all kind of start having a couple drinks. But that being said, Jaded, a little bit about yourself. Obviously, I know a little bit. We've done this a couple times on the other web show and all that. But for those of you who don't know you, introduce yourself. Say hi to everybody from the other communities. Yeah, I'll let you do it, and then I'll kind of touch base a little bit more as we go.
Okay, wait. Question first off. Is the 4K image killing it for you guys on his screen, or
no?
No? Okay, all right. Just making sure it wasn't lagging. Okay. So I'm Jaded. I like to shoot things. My gamer tag / stream name is Jaded Mermaid. My real name is ArielJade. That's how I got my name. I like to shoot things. That's really all you need to know.
And she's half decent at it. Right. You know, that's the other half of it. You're half decent at it. You know, that helps. You know.
You know, or at least my community thinks it's funny to watch me die. So anyway,
combination of both.
Yeah. So I'm currently playing Apex, Fortnite, Modern Warfare, and Destiny 2 because Trials is coming back, and I'm so excited.
Yeah,
I'm about to be a no life again.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be talking about that. I know you want to talk about it. And honestly, I didn't even really see much about it. We'll get into the topics here shortly, but I didn't even see much about it, like on the news sites. Honestly, like I had to search. Like she's like, oh yeah, Destiny. I was looking for topics like I always do. She's like, oh, Destiny Trials is coming back, and I had to like dig. Yeah, I had to like dig through news sites. No, I have some. Yeah, no, I have the video and all that kind of stuff. But it was funny that they're really the couple news sites that I have. They were just all kind of like, yeah, Destiny. Like, I mean, like the ones that I go to, like I didn't even see anything about it. But anyways, obviously you said Destiny and all that. You also are a social media queen goddess. Do a lot of that, of course. Like literally all day, every day. I was supposed to make like an Instagram post about us going live before this. Didn't do that because I'm terrible at social media. But she's not. So if you guys have not followed her, we'll do all the socials and all that at the end, of course. But definitely worth it. What else? You started over on Twitch.
You're talking about
still on Twitch,
like marketing and stuff, and that's actually something that I'm moving into. You know, streaming's great and all, but sometimes you gotta have some sort of like. Definitely got to be able to pay the bills. You know what I mean? Not like it up in the air. Oh, we may have it. So I'm actually moving into doing some marketing, consulting and stuff as well. So
nice. I like it.
But I also play guitar and mandolin, and I sing, and I'm a songwriter for BMI. I've been doing that since I was 8. I did start over on Twitch 3 years ago. Didn't know what a Twitch chat was. I just wanted the Destiny 1 emblem. That's all I wanted. I legit, like, I got affiliated and didn't even know it. I was affiliated for like a year and had no clue. And then when I finally checked that like dead email, and I was like, wait, I could be making money playing the video games that I'm like 30 to 40 hours a weekend anyway. I might as well stream it.
Makes sense.
So I started, and about a year and a half ago, I invested in myself and got a webcam. And of course, I still started out on a laptop. Only recently have I gotten a PC. This year, or within the past 10 months. So I'm getting a little bit better. I'm still kind of a noob when it comes to the techie stuff. I'm figuring all that out. But I feel like my strengths lie in like branding, and then I don't know, I like meeting new people, so that's honestly what kept me streaming. Like, I met so many dope people. I was like, oh, well, this is awesome, I like this, because I don't really necessarily like to have to like get dressed and go outside, but I don't mind getting dressed and coming and sitting here and talking to people through a screen. It's great.
It's funny you say you know, somebody getting dressed and going outside, but I have seen you in all your cosplays, like even just on a weekly, day-to-day basis on stream.
And I don't have to take Karen's loud opinion at the grocery store, okay?
Damn it, Karen.
Fucking Karen.
Yeah, right. You don't want your opinion, Karen.
I love Karen.
Yeah. fucking Karens. God damn it. What actually, I don't know. Now, I've always curious, like, why did we always decide on a society as Karen being that person? Like, what Karen pissed somebody? Yeah, but like, what Karen pissed somebody off so bad that made it into the meme?
It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. It's the fact that a Karen out there did that to
I know, and I want to meet that person that was that bad that just fucking ruined it for every Karen around the world.
Who invented the middle finger? Who got so mad that this became the #1 like ultimate fuck you?
Yeah. How dare you?
Okay, if you want a real answer, I actually feel like that evolved from like the whole Shakespearean bite your thumb at you type thing into, I feel like I've heard
someone bit so hard that they were like,
no, but did it evolve from that? Do y'all know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. I don't. Yeah, I feel like I knew at one point.
Obscure reference. I'm an English. I was an English major. I'm sorry.
I get what you're saying. I don't know if that's like where it like evolved from or whatever. I don't know. I feel like I heard somewhere or whatever, but I don't know. There was something else I was about to ask you, and then I got distracted. And I have to also like pay a little bit more attention tonight because I realized I'm wearing a white shirt and I'm drinking red wine, so like I'm trying to like focus on not spilling it. You know.
You just jinked yourself.
I know. That's why I'm like trying to do.
Absolutely spilling that.
It's okay. I need new shirts anyways.
You do.
I need new shirts anyways. I realized it like as I was sitting here, I'm like, I'm not gonna go iron another shirt. Fuck it. I already did that before stream. But anyways, that's Jaded. I was gonna mention something else. Oh, I was gonna say you were talking about like meeting people and all that kind of stuff. You like meeting people. Obviously, we talked about it during our like when I was on the other web show thing. Yeah, so we all randomly met. I randomly met you because of Shredder and Mister randomly pulling me over. And being like, hey, this chick's really cool, and she's on like an FPS team.
I don't think I've ever said that.
It was pretty much the general gist was that was a general gist of the idea. And then I was like, I think I was getting ready to go to like a meeting or something like that, and I was like, okay, cool. And then we obviously talked later that night, and like we said on the other time we had this, I of course hung out with her for a little bit, and then I hung out with the other half for majority of the night and made her nice and jealous. So but yeah, and I think D, so all of us like really though met at South. Like I don't know. Yeah, and then D like kind of met that night, of course, as well. Whatever
on the rocks, wherever we were.
Yeah, whatever it was. On the rocks, was the bar, and Bonham was the club.
Oh, Bonham. We were at Bonham.
Yeah, Bonham. Yeah.
Wait, y'all were at Bonham when I was there with Bunny? Oh wait, that's right, because I danced
Disciple
with
was.
you, Disciple.
Yeah, you danced with me.
Because then I met him the next night, and I was like, oh wait, I know you.
Made such a fond impression. Hey, you were that really tall fuck I danced with.
That really tall guy that couldn't dance.
Yeah.
Hey, what, you didn't see me, did you?
I think everyone saw you. Yes. Yes.
We've all seen the picture of you and Fire Bunny. It's okay. It's okay. We've all seen it. I should pull it up right now, actually, since we're talking. But no, I won't. Maybe by the end. It's a great picture, guys. Yeah, it's a great picture, guys. You know, just saying.
I have a video ready. Oh god.
he sent it to me on a private Discord.
Let me drink some more of this,
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, moving right along. Obviously, that's Jay. We're gonna get into the core goodness of the show. I really want to do like transitions. I'm going to get like transitions made so that way, like, depending on the different sections of the show, I could press a button and have it like do a fancy thing. But anyways, that's in the future. Yeah, exactly. That's literally what I did that last week. That's literally what I did last week in between. I was like, doo-doo-doo. Anyways, start off a little bit. Mainly this next section, around the world kind of thing, a little bit, is going to be Jaded and Disciple talking a little bit. Because what I want to talk about is the cons that we passed recently. We had Dreamhack Anaheim. There we go. I just don't know how to talk tonight. Somebody else needs to fucking take over. Dreamheim. Yeah, I made new slang. See, no, I made new slang. Early. See, I'm actually I just released NDA stuff. I'm on Dreamhack's marketing team for Anaheim, and that's actually their new thing is Dreamheim. Somebody clip that so that way if it becomes a thing, like, I get credit. Anyways, Dreamheim and PAX East just happened. Of course, we talked a little bit about PAX East last week, and a little bit, I didn't have anybody going because everybody who was going was already at PAX East last Wednesday. But then, of course, and we were supposed to have GDC here in 2 weeks. We'll talk about that here shortly. Initially, obviously, it wasn't as big of a deal, I don't think, at Dreamhack. And then last week at PAX East, I think it was supposed to be a little bit of an ordeal. And then GDC was canceled because of coronavirus, you know, the beer flu, essentially, like I like to call it, because that's what it is. I just call it that because I think it's funny. But yeah, so they canceled GDC, which was supposed to be coming up in 2 weeks, and now they have an event in the summer. It's not, from what I saw, it's not technically going to be GDC, but they are supposed to be having another event, which is, you know, that is a big hit. I get it. We talked about it last week. I get the concerns and all that from all these different companies. So many companies had backed out of GDC, and it is kind of unfortunate though, because GDC is the oldest really gaming conference I think out there. I think it goes back to like late 80s. I think when I was doing like looking into it and all, I think it's like 87 or 88 is when it started. So it's like the oldest active gaming conference, so for the gaming developers and all that. So it's a great thing, but so many people had backed out and health concerns, so now they're doing something in the summer, and all their awards and developer awards are going to still be live streamed on Twitch that same weekend of the 18th. It was the weekend of the 18th. So that being said, obviously had that. Disciple, did you notice any extra hand washing at East? There was supposed to be extra precautions we talked about last week.
Mean, every single person that was there was coming after the hand sanitizer. So it's like people are coming up to the mixer booth. Right, but it was like extra special. Like people were just like, "Oh my god, you have hand sand!" Like they were running for it. Like it was crazy. I myself washed my hands probably 100 times in the 5 days or 4 days that I was there, and hand sand after every single time I touched someone. Oh yeah. Someone said, "Hey, nice to meet you, Disciple." I'm, "Hey, how's it going?" In front of them, I'm like, hand sand. I'm like,
oh yeah, nice to meet you.
I'd been like, "Nice to meet you," and poured it down my throat.
Just like, hey, you should have done like an ET thing. It's like, "Hey guys, nice to meet you. Here you go." Poke.
So I was joking once, and I'm like, and then Solace, you know, the partner manager of, you know, she runs everything actually at Mixer. She ran up to me. She's like, "Did you just eat that?" And I'm like, "No." Like she was totally convinced that I just ate hand sanitizer. It was pretty funny.
Nice.
That's a terrible idea.
There's kitty tail. Oh, I have a kitty in my lap now. Oh, you're falling. You're falling. Anyway, so no, it was funny because last week we talked about the fact that the mayor said that, you know, trying to get people out there are going to be taking extra steps and all that, which I was curious what exactly that meant. You know, was there going to be somebody following everybody around being like, make sure you wash your hands, you know, like what exactly, like extra steps? We were joking about it's going to be like Division 2 or whatever, where you're walking through like the decontamination thing as you're walking into the hall.
There should be a person in the bathroom that makes sure that every freaking sicko washes their hands.
Washes their hands. I just have to say,
that shit
in case like people don't
pisses me off when I see someone just walk right out. I'm like, I want to grab them by their collar and be like, "You get your ass back in there and wash your filthy hands, you fuck."
Wash them.
You were saying, Jaded?
That's my
but
pet
just
peeve.
So everybody knows, like on a real note, here y'all are gonna see the like teacher nerd side of me come out hardcore. But it's a virus. It's not bacterial. You have to wash your hands with soap and hot water for it to kill viral. Okay, hand sand ain't gonna look. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, but it ain't gonna kill coronavirus. It's a virus. So make sure you're washing your hands. Don't see the hand sand on the side of the wall when you're walking out of the bathroom and be like, oh yeah, that'll do. No, it won't do. Go back and wash your hands properly, like your parents should have taught you. Like, just saying.
Me and Jaden are on the same page. Let's go.
I'm just
saying.
Me and
Jaden are gonna be bathroom police. Let's go.
I'm down. I'm down.
I mean, I wish that was the thing because most people are disgusting.
How many people at those cons do you see just like take a shit and walk out like
every single one of them? The only people I know are the ones that I know going to the bathroom with me. Like they're like any decent individual. Otherwise, there's not a single decent individual in that fucking place.
Well, we all gripe about the personal hygiene when it comes to cons. It's a thing that we all gripe about anyways. It's so bad. It's so bad. But
if you've ever been to a con, it is.
Yeah, we all know. Yeah.
Like, it's a thing.
Yeah, it is a thing. It's we all joke about it, but that's because it is a thing. Like there are people that you could smell from 20 feet away.
Any person that hugs me, they're like, "Thank God, I love how good you smell."
Yeah.
I'm like,
yes,
I mean, like deodorant, and
when people hug me and they smell good, I'm like, oh, I like you.
Yeah.
Instant.
You're clean.
And it's like you're running that 50-50 chance meeting somebody for the first time. Like even it's just like, oh, are you? And then it's like
body odor is such a thing because it's like a lot of people are too kind and won't say anything about it. You know, if you stink, like I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be like, bro, like have you been walking around like you've been running around this con all day? Yeah, exactly. Like you need something, please.
Someone went to West with us in the first moment. I'm like, are you allergic to deodorant? He's like, no, why? I'm like, cause you stink, bro.
Yeah, dude. There's some people that just don't put that shit on.
I know it wasn't me because I'm very much a cologne whore.
So. I know there are some people that don't use cologne. They'll like use lemon slices. Have you heard of that?
What?
What are they fucking seasoning themselves? What the fuck is this shit? Here, hold on, let me run a little bit of lemon, some pepper grounds, some thyme.
There are some people that do not
some lemon and sunbathe for a few hours and call it done.
Yeah, it's anyways that's obviously the bad side of it, but we'll start the oldest of the cons, so and then we can see there might have been newer stuff, of course. But Jaded, obviously you went to Dreamhack Anaheim. What was like your biggest takeaway, the thing that you're most excited about that you saw at Anaheim? Probably, it doesn't have to be like one thing, but something that you saw that stands out, like, hey, this looks really cool, I can't wait for this.
Okay, if I'm being completely honest,
it could be anything.
I visited very few indie game booths. I mainly spent most of my time hanging out in the artist alley, streaming from the stream studio, and then just live streaming from around the event. And my favorite part, just besides the overall energy and creative competitive atmosphere at Dreamhack events, that it just always makes me want more. Every time I go to a Dreamhack, I'm like, yes, I need to go. When's the next one? Like I actually got a panelist position at MomoCon in Atlanta for May 21st, and it goes through the 24th, but Dreamhack is the 22nd through the 24th. So I'm probably going to do my panelist thing on Thursday and then fly from Atlanta to Dallas to go to Dreamhack Dallas, just because it is that good. It's amazing. But my favorite thing was probably the cosplay that they did. They had their cosplay competition, and then they also did something really interesting. They did a cosplay. It was Final Fantasy inspired high fashion show. It was
interesting.
And I actually got to meet the CEO of the True Urban Culture fashion company that put it on, and it was really cool. It was a whole new take and a whole new niche in this industry that I think is going to end up being.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Like all that really fancy, weird, like clothing from the, because every JRPG has that, essentially, that one like party that you have to sneak into or whatever that the evil villain is hosting, and whatever, and they have like all the big extravagant outfits. I could see that definitely as like a fashion show thing. That would be pretty cool.
It was cool. And then of course, the after parties at Dreamhack are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's with any con though, you know.
Yeah.
That's when we all to just chill and hang out. We're not worried about necessarily passing business cards around at that point. We're just hanging out and getting to know each other, you know.
Yeah,
so
at the con is different than yeah.
It totally is. Totally is. So yeah. Of course, the competitions are always great. They have amazing stages. But for me personally, I was obsessed with their cosplay and fashion shows. I was like, what?
We definitely had, like I said, a lot of like pictures and all that kind of stuff. We all saw those on the Insta and everything else as well. Like I said, social media queen.
And then Dead Mouse had a booth for his Game Mouse thing, and it was actually really, really cool.
Dude, I saw your pictures of that.
Yeah, with like the wearing the
that booth was amazing. I took so many pictures there. I was like, all right, this is it. This is where we're doing all of the photo shoots.
That was amazing, yeah. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have to edit much at all. Like, I legit just played with the light curve by like 0.2, 0.5 down and up, and that was it. Like, I didn't have to do anything to those photos.
That's nice. Yeah,
normally I have to, you know, bring up contrast and stuff for cosplay because you want the armor to look, you know, poppy or bright colors to look poppy. But I didn't really have to do much with those at all because the lighting was just dope.
Yeah, I just need to like hire Sean to follow me around for one day at a con when I dress really nicely because I just need somebody to like take the pictures. Like that's like I'm normally the camera person. Like I love taking pictures.
You hang out. We're gonna be hanging out as Team Jaded and whatnot. Yeah. You're gonna get team pictures. You goober?
I'm down. I'm down.
What happened? You gotta pay him. He's gonna do it for us.
I'll buy him a drink afterwards.
Thank you, Queen. That works. That works.
That's why I was like I love taking pictures, but I'm terrible at being in them. That's why my Instagram is very
he is
like
really good at taking pictures, though.
Yeah, I have a decent eye for it.
What I talked about the majority of the time was like photography.
Yeah, that's like I enjoy it.
All of us, I'm the worst at social media.
Hey, by the way, I did post on Instagram and Twitter.
I was busy getting ready. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Early today.
I had it scheduled. I did have it scheduled. Yeah, I did have something scheduled. I was gonna do like the hey, we're about to go live and tag everybody on like the you know TV part of it thing. But yeah, so that was Dreamhack. D,
chilling, bro.
What about East? What stood out for you at East?
Fuser stood out for me for East, and that's a game by what is it, Harmonix?
Okay.
From Rock Band, right? They did the Rock Band series. So they're doing a DJ oriented music and rhythm game. It's a lot of fun. If you want to pull it up, it's an amazing game. I got to play it.
Doing it right now.
Is it like DJ Hero?
It's better.
Okay, I'm hoping because that shit was trash.
That was trash.
I don't know if you ever played the little thing. Oh my god, it was so bad. You got to look up the controls for that.
So I absolutely love this. So you can pull in so any disc.
It already looks awesome.
You can pull in any disc from any of these, and you can pull the guitar from this one. Then you can go to Imagine Dragons and pull the keys from it. Then you can go and pull, you know, from all these different songs, and then there's the major beats. You want to make those big drops on the major beats, and then your score goes up.
Yeah, this looks dope.
And then the crowd's like, I want to hear something from the 70s, right? You go up. There's a song from the 70s up there. You pull in one of those, and it makes them happy. It's like I had a ton of fun, and you know, we flashed the media badge. And we immediately got in front of about 250 people waiting in line for this damn game.
That media badge is a great thing.
Oh my god, that media badge is amazing. So
I love
we got hats, we got sunglasses, we got shirts. We got to go up on the main stage and play. And then we scheduled every day 2 streamers got to have the pyrotechnics go off. And so Glass and I were one of them.
Nice.
So that was really cool.
Where's your photos of that? Who was your Sean there? Okay, I was gonna say you had to have like photos and like somebody had to have been around.
I sent them in your Discord.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there's a picture of me and Glass up on there with the pyro.
Oh, let's see. Here, hold on. Let's Discord. Is it in the message or actually
it's straight to you?
Just straight to me. All right. Here we go. Here's East. There's randomly. There's that.
There's
where was this?
Glass. So this was the PAX Predator party. So that's BU. That's our community champion on Mixer. Incredible Gamers on the left. That's Glass. There's me, my tall ass. So yeah, they had an amazing DJ at the PAX Predator party. That's where these are at. That was the funnest night by far. There's a big story there's Card Shark, Jeff, Gless, and myself. Funny story on this one we can talk about later.
Okay.
Let's look at that.
There we go. That's cool. So I had the pyro. That's cool. So you guys were playing it and everything. Right. You actually were like DJs. That's pretty fucking awesome.
And on the left and the right, it was the biggest presence out of anyone there. They had the biggest booth. They had the most people wanted to play this game. So it was a great opportunity for me. And
that's cool. That definitely
looks awesome.
Oh.
Then we got to do the stream pods. Yeah, it was a terrible quality. I'll get better quality. We got to do the stream pods and play that man eater game. That was awesome.
Dude, how was that?
That man eater game was amazing. I highly recommend.
For so long.
Right across the bridge, Disciple. Yeah. So that picture of us eating was like Jeff, another mixer partner. He was saying, don't forget about the egg. He was saying like, hey guys, let's go to this ramen place. He's just right across the bridge. Disciple was the words that he uttered to me. And so like we crossed the first bridge in Boston, right? I'm like, where's this place at? He's like, oh, it's right across this next bridge. Okay, we go there. I'm trying to make this story short, but
no, by all you do. Come on, when has this web show actually ever like ended on time?
I know. That's true.
We aim for 2 hours. We end up at 2.5 plus. No, I actually don't have as many topics today, so it's fine. Okay. I kind of did that so that way we could talk cons and stuff more because
So we go.
Great. I want to hear.
So we walked another 10 minutes past the next bridge, and we stop. He gets his phone call, and he's like, "Well, guys, we're going to a different ramen place." I'm like, "What?" And then he's like, "Yeah." And then so he calls an Uber. We sit there for 15 minutes in like this, 7 degrees with the wind chill weather in Boston. It was actually like 37, but then the wind chill hit you coming off that water. It was cold. So we're
wind
all
chill is a bitch.
Huddled into corners, freaking out people as they're walking by because we're freaking weirdos hiding in like little crevices of buildings. And then we finally get in the car, and it took so long to get to this best ramen place in Boston. And we get there like 25 minutes later.
I'm hoping that it's just like someone that cooks you ramen in their apartment.
Hour wait. It's a 2-hour wait for ramen. This place only seats like 18 people total, and there's like 24 people in line. And I
think I know where you're talking about, actually.
Yeah, it was insane. Then go ahead.
No, I was gonna ask like if that's like where, because of course like the food side of me or whatever. Did you do like any like North End stuff, or was like food wise, or were you just doing like the parties, or? Like, did you do like North End stuff in Boston while you were there, like foodie stuff?
This was a North End place.
Okay.
Very, very popular. I guess it was the best ramen place. I didn't get to eat it because I wasn't willing to wait 2 hours.
Well, I mean that makes sense, like standing there. But like, what's the pastry place in Boston? When I went there, fuck, I'm blanking on it. And that's one of those like it lines up like an hour before it fucking opens or more. Like people are there in line. And
so I'm just not. I won't do it, man. I won't do it.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
That ramen place sounds like the ramen place when I was at TwitchCon in San Diego this past year. We were scooting and we came up to this ramen place. We're like, oh, that looks good. And there were a few people standing in the line, but it wasn't anything crazy. But it literally only seated like maybe 18, 20 people max, just like what you're saying. Like.
Yeah, like it's just super tiny. Yeah.
Well, that's how like a lot of those places are able.
We have tables of 2. Yeah. Right, and we needed 6.
Yes, I know, right? So anyway, we ended up sitting on the sidewalk. It was supposed to be an hour to an hour and a half max. We ended up sitting on the sidewalk for like 2.5 hours for this ramen, and actually. It was good, and honestly, we probably would have left, but people, because it was like right outside the convention center area, people leaving the convention, we kept like bumping into friends and then just sitting there, and we were basically standing on a corner because we were at a corner at an intersection, just picking up people randomly, and we even added a couple people to our table, ended up eating with 8 people instead of 6. We had a lot of fun, But it was worth it. It was worth it, I will say. it was worth the wait.
A lot of those places that are like
really good.
You know, they're smaller, like, so they're more popular
ramen.
supply and demand, but they're able to keep their higher level of quality and all that because they are smaller and they're not like selling out. That's why there's that wait. You know, they're not going down in quality because they're taking that time. They're only serving the 18 guests per every hour and a half. But anyways, moving right along. There's a lot of talk of an egg, so we're not done with your story, obviously.
Yeah. What?
Yeah. The chat is talking about an egg, and I have not heard said story.
The egg is coming, right? So that was a whole cluster. We were actually there to meet BU, to have ramen with her and some other dude. Big cluster. This is an hour and a half later from right across the bridge, Disciple.
Yeah.
And so the entire time I'm giving Jeff major shit. Just man, right across the bridge, Jeff. I'm like, I am gonna kick you in the ass, man. I'm like, I'm so hungry and frustrated at this point. And so we start walking down the street. Someone's like, oh, there's another ramen place right down the street. Yeah, we went down there, and it was absolutely terrible. It wasn't even there. It was like closed down. So then we found finally a bar to sit at. And we had bar food, and every drink that Gless ordered, they were out of. Like, it was 4 in a row. And then did you know in Boston Caesar salads come with bacon bits?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, my uncle lives there.
Never heard of that. Like, I'm like, they're like, I ordered a Caesar salad with my hamburger. And they're like, yeah, you like bacon on that, right? I'm like, bacon doesn't come on that. And we had this big freaking, thing of, but anyways.
I enjoy bacon on my Caesar. I don't know that it's like a staple, but
it's
like I've had it on multiple Caesars before.
I think it's one of those things where they definitely should ask you beforehand.
I mean, they asked.
Or listed on the menu.
Right.
I was blown away. It was a long discussion. I pulled up Google. I'm like, do you see a single picture of Caesars with bacon bits? No, sir, you don't.
To be fair, there's bacon. Actually, it's technically pork belly and crispy pork belly on mine. But I mean, essentially, it's bacon on a Caesar. It's the same thing. It's pork belly is bacon. Pork belly is bacon.
What?
Bullshit. It's fattier. Anyways.
Essentially. I said essentially. Yeah.
Yes,
I'm not drunk enough to go off on a tangent yet, guys. All right, you're not gonna pull it out of me.
Thank God. Okay, so we get our burgers. We get these monster burgers with egg. Right, they are just super thick. Card Shark. He's a smaller guy, right? Kind of like K, like yeah. Anyways.
No.
And
we're both slender guys. Yeah.
So he pushes this thing down, and the egg bursts on him, and I start cracking up laughing because the yellow egg went all over his crotch.
Nice.
And then as he was trying to rub it, and it dried white, it looked like cum. 1000%. It looked like he came his pants.
So the egg exploded all over his crotch, and it looked like cum afterwards. That is great. Okay. That is amazing.
That's not even the end.
So
I laughed that's not even the end. I laughed so hard. Karma bit me in the ass. When I took my bite of my egg, I was very careful. I took it. It spooged all over my face. Your pants? No, it spooged all over my face. No joke.
It
went up my cheek, across my eye. And
did it sting? Did you complain about it getting in your eye?
It was hot. I did. I'm like, it's in my eye. I'm like, help me.
Did you sue? That's the next question. Did you sue?
No, I didn't sue.
Did they warn you that the egg might come in your face?
No, but it did. No, but it did. And I even got my phone out to record Card Shark and him rubbing the egg on his fucking crotch.
Oh my gosh!
And you're that guy. I'm that guy, right? Because I'm all about.
Well, no, see,
I'm all about content.
I wish I was that guy.
I was all about karma. I was all about content this entire weekend.
I should have recorded that incident at PAX South, but I'm not that guy. I'm not the type of guy to take my phone out and record.
I do have a video.
I need you to hang out with me more because that shit happens to me all the time.
I know, and it's great content.
Yeah,
it's great content.
I'm so like I'm watching that I'm like fuck everybody else. I'm not recording this, and then I'm like I should have recorded that.
Yeah,
I'm one of those probably like Shredder. Like I normally I'll take a lot of pictures, but like when things like that happen, I don't pull out my phone to like record. Like things. I don't know. Like I don't
yelling World Star, not recording for World Star. Yeah. Right? I'm like World Star, motherfuckers. Oh shit! I could have put this on World Star. Idiot.
And speaking of, so that was the egg story. But there's a at the PAX Con, they have a $40 sandwich
Okay.
And that $40 sandwich has 5 different types of meat on it.
Mm-hmm.
And it like has duck, it has, you know, chicken, it has beef, it has everything. I recorded Pink Meatball eating it. I mean, that's the kind of person I am. And I'm like, man, you got to make love to that sandwich. And he looks straight into the freaking thing and licks his sandwich.
Oh yeah.
And then eats it very sexually. It's hilarious.
Everybody loves just really going to town on a roast beef sandwich. It's a lot of fun.
Oh.
Oh. And Jade is back in the conversation. She was distracted for a minute, and then she's like, oh, wait. Oh, hey.
She's like, is that where this is going tonight?
Like everybody else, but I'm not going to make out with my Arby's beef and cheddar. I'm just saying.
I mean, I can send you that video, too. I don't know if you'd appreciate it.
Wait, what? You video?
Yeah, see, she came back for the roast beef comment.
Yeah.
You know, she was gone that whole time. She's like, getting it in your eye. That's like whatever. You know, yeah, that's whatever.
That's okay.
But
you get an egg come in your eye.
Yeah, that's just whatever. You know,
but you recorded someone eating a roast beef sandwich. Whoa,
like rookies.
Whoa,
you rookies.
Yeah.
That's very extreme.
Link in chat right now for the OnlyFans, Disciple OnlyFans site going up now.
Sub today, baby.
Low price, 50% off, you know. Forget Snapchat Premium. OnlyFans is the way to go now. Is Snapchat Premium even still a thing? It was for a a little bit. I think they got rid of it, right? I still make the joke.
I don't even think I have my Snapchat.
I'm pretty sure it was. I think it's just OnlyFans. I don't think it's Snapchat. I still make the joke though, but I'm an old man, and it takes me like 3 years to stop making jokes.
That's like a 2 Girls 1 Cup episode right there.
Lulu, thank you for the follow. Oh, don't do that. No, we don't need to know.
Yeah, those were
we get a soft served.
Yeah, no, that was. Those videos were just terrible. Don't look it up. All you younger kids out there, don't look it up. Just don't.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't look it up.
You probably see it in health.
Yeah, because that's a video they show in school. Yeah, instead of teaching
kids are savages, I bet you they do.
Instead of teaching taxes and all that kind of stuff, let's show 2 Girls 1 Cup. No. Anyways,
the way kids act nowadays, probably.
Yeah, you know, try and get them in line.
Yeah, I'm a boomer. I said it.
Is it safe to come back?
Okay. I mean,
is that why you left? Was it unsafe?
You were scared. You were scared. She's like, I'm leaving now.
Yeah.
Why is my...
I'm gonna eat egg. Careful, Jade.
Okay.
Things happen. So you got that. You got the. Oh, hold on.
If I had to see it, everyone else does.
Yeah, true. That's facts. I agree with that statement.
True.
If what?
If I've seen it, everyone else has to.
No. I disagree with that.
No. Let's not and say we did. Anyways, moving right along.
Next subject.
Was there anything else at the con that you can think of? Like, what about say the game wise? Did you see? We talked about it last week, obviously, and we. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it on. I don't think we watched it on the web show last week, did we, guys? No, because it was live during thing. I should have added on this week. Baldur's Gate. Okay, can I pull that up really quick?
Yeah, pull it up.
Because I talked about it. Like I talked about it actually being debuted on the web show, but it wasn't live till Thursday. We just watched it on my stream. So Baldur's Gate 3, the video for it actually got released there live at the at PAX East.
PAX East.
And actually, so I'm going to show the cinematic trailer for it here. But it was funny. The actual is actually fucking amazing. And I'll actually get rid of all of our I'll leave me on so that way I don't get dinged for watching a whatever. But I'll get rid of majority of us. For watching a YouTube video and all that. Yeah, exactly. You guys can refill your drinks or whatever, but we can't just watch YouTube videos on Mixer because rules.
You have to have your webcam up.
Exactly. So
when you're watching other people's content, you have to have your webcam up, otherwise you're redistributing their content.
Correct.
Right.
So Yeah, rules. Yay. But yeah, so also before we even like watch this kind of thing, it was cool. They did the live playing of it, the first like however long they played through a little bit of it. And the greatest thing, I don't know if I could find it in queue like I would, but I'm gonna take the time. But the funniest thing is, especially you guys who have played like XCOM or any games like this will know, it's, you know, it's gonna be turn-based, which is different than the last ones. But the guy had an elevated shot, and so it's turn-based, and he had a 99% chance, I think, to land this shot on the enemy with his arrow, and he missed. And it just got a roar from the crowd because that's like such an XCOM and like all those things. Like when you have that 99% chance to land the shot and then you miss and you're just like, what the fuck? And even the developer was like, yeah, we got this. We're going to land this 99% no chance. And then the shot missed and it was just the greatest thing ever. And I'm just like, yep, that's exactly what playing these fucking games is like. Anyways, I'll switch over to this. Everybody can get their little drink. Honestly, this cinematic is fucking amazing. Hands down amazing. So.
Oh, I'm still here.
Yes. Well, because for whatever reason, my hotkeys aren't working on this scene. So. Oh. On my stream deck. Let's. Oh. This. We watched a little bit, like, on my stream on Thursday after it came out, and it is just. So good. So good. This is the opening trailer. Excellent aim. Like these little guys, they're just like little. Yep.
I wish I could hear it.
I could route it to you really quick. Can you hear it now?
Yep. Thank you.
I had some great commentary for this Thursday night, but I don't want to ruin it for people now. But it's like watching it the first time Thursday.
It's totally messing up. Yeah, for some reason it's not routing barely you now through it. It's going like in and out.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Probably bug with Windows.
Yeah, I would say because all I did was just route it to you. Nothing else changed.
Yeah. Like if you're talking, I hear it. No, if you don't talk, I can't hear it.
Oh. Well, I don't know then.
I think because Discord's only picking up if your mic activates, it's only sending it through or something.
Maybe.
Oh, is this the new Sea of Thieves content?
yeah. This is the new Sea of Thieves release.
Weird. Yeah, I heard it for a second there, went away.
That's when he's talking.
That's weird. I don't know why that would be a thing. I've never had that issue before.
I know.
Okay, it's like, what was that movie? With Tom Cruise and Dakota Fanning?
I like this guy's ship. I like that he thinks that. And I was like so when I first saw the fucking dragons come in, I was like, holy shit, they're coming with the dragons.
Yeah, who doesn't love dragons?
I was just like, oh, we're getting our people back. Fuck you, man. It's like he's like linked to the ship, and I think that's cool. And it's like, oh, hey, you want some heartburn?
So. Stop the writing coming through here so I can stream.
That looks pretty sick,
dude. When the dragons first showed up, the first time I watched it on like I think it was like Thursday night when we were just like sitting there, and I was like, "Fuck, it came out, yeah, you know, let's watch it." I got really excited. I was just like, "Oh my god, like look at these fuckers! They're going to get their friend. Let's go!" And, you know, I was like so like fangirling a little bit, you know.
There's
hands
like 3
down.
movies that reminded me of.
There's no way that game's gonna be as good as that trailer. Guaranteed.
Oh, no, but that trailer is awesome. All right.
Dude, and how we were talking.
Not even 10%.
I forgot what game we were talking about last week where I said the exact same
Maybe
thing.
one.
Like the trailer always like sells the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're like, oh, that looks so sick, and then when you play it, you're like, I'm just gonna watch the trailer over and over again, and that'll get me hype. You know.
It's fine.
Cthulhu vibe, yes.
No, I had like 3 different movies that reminded me of when he was putting the bugs inside the people. It reminded me of The Faculty.
Okay.
And then War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise and Dakota Fanning, when they're all turning to dust. That's what that reminded me of. And then when he had like the 2 things come together, it was like Avatar.
Yeah, the Avatar, like I thought of like when he was like making them like come together, and it's like. And it was weird, but it's like that's like also like it reminded me like, okay, he's pretty much being like an old school switchboard operator, because he literally like what he did, because he did like, okay, I need to go here, all right, hold on, let me grab this wire here and plug it in here, and now I can activate it, and it's, you know.
I mean, like I said, the trailer, like Disciple said, the trailer looks fucking awesome.
So like the gameplay, for those of you guys that
we see the gameplay.
Yeah, here. So I'll bring it back up. The gameplay. This is like right around where it is. It's the thing that is nifty about it is it's, you know, obviously you get a lot of feel for those of you guys if you did play. It's developed by the same people. Larian Studios took it over. They're the ones who did Divinity as well. So they are now taking over Baldur's Gate. Obviously, it's Baldur's Gate 3. A little bit different. The main difference is the fact that it is turn-based. So turn-based is how Divinity runs, and they made this turn-based. Whereas old-school Baldur's Gate games were real-time with a pause function.
Right.
I don't mind, because I did like Divinity. I'm not like it has to be this way. I think if they do it right, they can do it. I think it's really cool. Somewhere I was like watching, this is around when it was. So it's really cool. Like he talks, this actually might be right where it is. Yeah. So this is like, it shows you, because it's so in depth, what like it is based on like D&D. Like it shows right here, and he's talking like this is, it literally shows you the calculations, like what happened in your thing. Like this is the roll that happened, you know, this is the guy's armor class, you rolled this is your modifier, this is your roll, like, and I think that's cool. Like for every little tiny thing you could see that, and it's, you know, it's very much embracing the D&D side of it, and you can have that level of information if you want it in the game. And also the fact that there is literally a fucking spell bar the size of a fucking WoW mod. Yeah, exactly. Like a WoW like add-on. Yeah, exactly. Like an add-on.
That's why I have a 10-key keyboard.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna go pull out my K95, you know, and put that back up with the fucking old school with the mine was like with the 15 extra keys on the side, you know, like the first generation one is what I have. I'll pull that back out and I'll freaking use that for this shit. But it is turn-based, so you don't really need that as much, but it is really that's the main difference. If you were not a Baldur's Gate player back in the day, or if you have not or do not like Divinity Sin, this probably isn't going to be for you. But obviously there is a huge following of people for, you know, Baldur's Gate, you know, the old Icewind Dale games, you know, all of those, the Neverwinter, all of that. And
this is a definite hard pass for Disciple in his stream.
I'll probably play it, but content-wise, I don't know how much it's gonna be like. Yeah, that's the thing. Because I did play Divinity on stream. I'll probably play this one day on stream, and the rest I'll have to do off. I don't know, or just like do it on like chill days, like maybe whatever. I will be playing this.
Is it
but
worth getting if you're not gonna stream it? Honestly,
no, absolutely not. Not for me.
Yeah. Me, I'll get it either way. Like, I'll just figure something out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know
like
you will,
said,
but it'll
maybe
probably
if you
take
just
you
wanna
6
chill on
months,
it,
7 months.
But is this one of those games where you're gonna have to grind it out, or is this one that doesn't really matter?
It's not gonna
You
be
just
like
play it at your
grinding.
pace?
You can play it at your own pace.
It's not
All of these.
multiplayer or anything like that. Like,
I believe
Jaden,
it
would
is.
this be a game you play?
No, like not co-op, but like it's not
Never.
PvP or anything like that.
Everything y'all are speaking about is Chinese to me.
See, that's what I said. Like, so I always joke about this on the streams. I feel like every topic that we have, there's always like 1 or 2 people that know a bunch about it, and then there's like one person that is, or one person that's like, I know a little bit, and then there's one person that's just like, I have no idea. But no, I like that every topic pretty much when we talk about these things has that person doesn't know anything, because I like when you guys, like Jaded in this instance, ask like questions like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, exactly. Like, what is that? Why is this a thing or whatever? Because those are the questions that I don't think of, because, or and like
for you, I never would have known this was a thing.
Yeah.
So it's neat.
Yeah, it's very much Divinity.
I mean, I watched it.
Looked awesome, but
Trailer looked awesome. Hard pass though.
It's D&D as a game. That's what it is.
Never played D&D either,
Yeah,
though,
so that's the thing. Which I've never played D&D in real life, but I've always like enjoyed the games and everything else. Like,
I was gonna say, this might help people that want to get into D&D and don't understand, like you were talking about the roles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This might help them a little bit if they have friends that play and they're like, I just want to learn a little bit more about it before I get involved.
he just pushed that guy. He just threw that fucking guy. But it's very much
neat.
Yeah, it's very much Divinity if you played Divinity. I enjoy it. I enjoy these style of games. I know, like Warlock, he's somebody, Warlock. Me and Warlock will fucking play this game 110% together, because we also we vibed over like what the Planeswalker, or not Planeswalker. What was the game that I told you about the other day, Warlock? That was the remake, Torment. And like Tides of Numeria and all that, the remake. Yeah. And like Torment was a classic game, and then like I told him about the kind of spiritual successor. Like, I love these games.
I've never been a fan of turn-based games.
Would you play this, Warlock? Would this be a pass, or would this be a buy for you?
Hey, Kitty. Kitty's being feisty.
So a game. Can I bring up the other game I was going to tell you about?
Yeah, go ahead.
Dungeon Defenders Awakened.
Oh well, we already talked about that one though. I've talked about it. Did you get like more?
I got to play the newest version.
Okay.
And they actually had multiplayer. They had harder levels. They increased the graphic models. Like there was a huge update from when we played it.
Yeah, because I know the update, because I actually played it on stream before they went down and came back up for beta. Are they back up now? Do you know?
Yeah.
Okay, because they were one of those.
It's early access right now.
Okay, so they're back up into early access. They closed down from beta, and I guess they're now in early access.
Yeah.
1 week ago.
You were telling me about the on your stream, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Riga.
So it's Dungeon Defenders. So you guys don't know, we also played it at like South. Yep. Yeah. Exactly. That's yeah.
We like to manscape.
Yeah. Exactly. Manscaping is key. It's an involved tower defense game. Which I think would be a lot of fun with people. Yeah, exactly. It was at South as well. Even while we were at South talking to them, they were like constantly like applying the patches and everything, and I remember that. Right. So
because remember she said like they were playing it and they were constantly playing every single day, and it got to the point where it was so hard, and they've been playing every day. They're like, we can't release it like this.
Yeah.
Because people are gonna lose their shit.
Yeah.
It's so difficult.
So they added a lot to it. So But the really cool thing about it is, I mean, on the harder difficulties on multiplayer, it becomes very chaotic. And in that chaos becomes a lot of fun, and especially like, hey, come help me with this. Come help me with this lane.
I like the cartoon.
Yeah,
so
I
it's
mean,
like
it's a good feel.
It combines the action, like whatever. It reminds me of like the same thing as like Orcs Must Die. If you ever played that,
Yeah.
it's the same thing.
Exactly
It's a combination
like but
of
way more fun.
yeah, it's a combination of tower defense with arcade. I guess would be the classification. So you build the towers. You have a certain amount of currency to build towers, upgrade them, etc., like your traditional tower defense game. But then also you have your character that while these towers are active, you can run around and shoot, cast your abilities, etc., upgrade towers during the time, etc., etc., etc.
I would love to play this with you guys. I think this would be a really fun time.
I think it would be a fun multiplayer
like
game.
Yeah,
like
hell yeah.
Like just going around.
So
just
I have codes for this game.
Oh, you got some cool.
This would be hilarious to play with you guys. I feel like just we'd all be freaking out, having a good time.
Yeah, I'm down for playing.
This is like a let's get drunk and play a game.
So I'm gonna schedule a feature, and I'm gonna do the feature while I'm at the Microsoft store.
Nice.
I scheduled.
Yeah, I'm finalizing mine for the Microsoft store actually on Monday. So
nice.
Ideally, do the same thing. But yeah, no, this I definitely played it before it went down for early access. I had she sent me a code, and it was a lot of fun. We played about like 2 hours and all that.
Yeah, it's a fun game.
It really is. And then you have like items like here you see there are drops, so you can your character, the more you play a certain class, the higher level they get, the better items that they get. So there's that slight kind of RPG element where you can level up your character as you play that role more. You have 4 different roles: monk, wizard, or sorcerer. I don't remember the actual name.
Sorcerer. Yeah.
Sorcerer. There's like a paladin, fighter, warrior, and then the archer.
The archer.
That's somebody's. They're not my embers.
The embers.
Yeah.
What's up, Incredible? This is a guy that I met at East. Really cool guy.
Yeah, this is a lot of, and this is like a pre-game lobby area right here that this is showing. I think where you meet up for multiplayer. I assume, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
This looks. I can see myself playing this.
It reminds me of like how much fun we had when we were playing. So this is called Dungeon Defenders Awakening or Awakened.
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 Yeah,
Awakened. And so it's coming out on Xbox, PS4, and PC, and I think eventually Switch.
The other cool thing that she was talking about.
That.
The other cool thing that she was talking about was that it's not snap. It's not snap building either.
That's mine. Thank you so much, Incredible Gamer.
I like that a lot.
I like that.
You guys can put like your defenses wherever you want. There's no like specific area to put towers.
Yeah, it's not like square build or whatever. You can literally put it. There's places that you can't put it, but besides that, like you can put it whatever. Like you can't like override them on top of each other too much, you know.
Right.
I can't even do a shit.
She said that like part of her job was to go around and
any of the mods
she can snap it anywhere
during co-stream.
No, they tried. It
won't let them.
No.
I don't know why it's not letting them. Well, Warlock should be able to.
Warlock can, but Uni can't.
I don't know why your mods should still activate over. That's weird.
Shout out for Incredible Gamer.
what Queen tried to do. That's weird. 50 by 50 by 50.
The mods have
meet all my friends. Incredible. These are another incredible streamers. Kdog, Shredder, and we got Jaded Mermaid.
Yeah,
don't overhype me.
He's been playing Sea of Thieves lately, you know.
I watch you all day play Sea of Thieves, okay?
Motherfucker, you have a few friends that have been playing it, okay?
I know I have multiple. I was like lurking on you, and then you hosted a Faya, and I'm like, why do I hear a Faya? And then I'm like, oh, and then Shredder hosted her.
You know why? No, because Jessica, I didn't know that was your friend. Jessica goes, yeah, Kdog's friend is playing it. Maybe you should host her so he'll play it. And I was like, okay, I'll try. She wants you to play it.
I'm not playing Sea of Thieves. I'm sorry. Bro, I'm not doing it.
We got you to play Fortnite. I'm pretty sure we can get you.
I'm not playing Sea of Thieves. I'm not playing Sea of Thieves.
I'll play Sea of Thieves.
I'll play Fortnite one night before Sea of Thieves.
Fuck Kdog. Disciple's a true friend.
Sea of Thieves is just boring.
I'll play Fortnite with you guys. I don't know about Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, exactly. So okay, so the top half over the bottom half here. Like I would rather play Fortnite. I don't play Fortnite than. It's right here. I'm refilling it. Hush. I don't like I know it's changed Sea of Thieves, but I just don't. I don't know. It's just I don't know.
I just
don't enjoy it.
I get it. I get it.
I just don't enjoy it. I just don't enjoy
You're
it.
scared to play the game. I get it.
Yep, I'm scared. I'm scared of the Kraken. I'm scared of the tentacles.
Oh, don't be.
Oh no.
So that's all con talk. I think we covered about everything besides all the things that we probably shouldn't talk about on social media, or at least live on stream. All the other stories.
Too? Hell yes. Let's go.
Shredder's recruiting his armor. Or his army. His army.
I'm recruiting my troops.
You cannot talk today, can you, Kay? What is going on?
Biased against
I don't know. I'm just like
right? I just don't know about
you're usually very articulate.
I know. Like tonight I am just I am, and tonight I just can't get it together. I don't know. I need to finish
kind
this.
of wine.
Yeah.
What kind of wine are you drinking?
It's just a red wine blend. I'm still tired. I'm still trying to get over the 30-hour day I had on Monday. That's what it is. I'm still trying to catch up.
You need message me in Discord. We'll get you in the Sea of Thieves. Fuck Kdog.
Work and then 15-hour fucking stream. Anyways, moving right along from con talk. Moving right along from con talk, getting into a little bit of techie stuff. We talked last week. No, not hardcore techie, because there really wasn't much in the techie news, and also like.
Teach me, senpai.
There was a little bit, but nothing like worth like mentioning. And I want to group like all the techie stuff like and do like once a month, like kind of like this is what's come out, because a tiny little graphic update here is, you know, whatever.
Don't schedule me for that one.
All
Okay?
right, I'll do it. Yeah. No worries.
This is the part where Eileen back.
I just like talking.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We'll just sit over here and look pretty together. Shredder, you ready?
Yeah,
Okay.
Go.
It's not as techy, but we did talk last week about the Xbox specs. PS5 specs have not been officially released 100%. There have been confirmation. Yeah, they have been confirmation on everything but the graphics card. That's the big holdout. But everything else we have had released. We talked last week about Xbox. I do have both pulled up here, but PS5 bullet points, 8K TV support, because we all have an 8K TV in our living room, but both systems have that.
Doesn't?
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
8-core AMD chipset, 3D audio, SSD storage. They haven't actually announced how big the storage is on it, but backwards compatibility with PS4 and VR, ray tracing capabilities, which is also something on both systems, backwards compatibility on both systems, SSD on both systems. The biggest thing, and I think part of the reason personally that maybe they haven't announced, because Xbox came out last week with how much they had their specs, and I'm kind of thinking personally, this is just my pure speculation, and this is my web show / podcast, so I'm allowed to make wild accusations, and it's okay.
I disagree,
and that's fine. It's my fucking show. I can make fucking whatever accusations I want. God damn it. I would say that part of the reason that the stats have not come out yet is because they're not better than Xbox. They might be the same or whatever, but I would say that the reason they have not released the graphics card and the SSD, the exact specs for them, in a week and a half afterwards, like, why would you let the competition have the spotlight for a week and a half, even on unofficial? Like, everything else is released except for the solid state drive, the size of that, which we know from Xbox, and the GPU performance, which we know from Xbox is 12 teraflops GPU performance. I feel like PS5 might not be on the same level. That's just my pure speculation, but I feel like, why would you not? Why would you not be like, hey, we got this, you know?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think that's definitely obvious that they're going to come back to the drawing board, see what they can do, update their specs
in this little bit.
Right. But they did this with the last generation too. Xbox leaked first, and then PS4 waited on theirs and updated theirs, so theirs were just slightly higher.
Yeah.
Right. And then Xbox 1 year later had the next Xbox, which was the Xbox One S.
Yeah, this Slim or whatever. No, let's not knock over the wine, kitty. She wanted to like.
But it's always been a pissing match between the two companies.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I feel like this is nothing different, and I feel like it's just
reminds me of the South Park episode when they were trying to get all their friends to buy PlayStation over Xbox.
the only
I like it. I mean, I still like
it, though, the beauty of competition.
Oh yeah,
that's what gets us better systems, better, you know, technology to crank better content. So
yeah, better prices.
Too much about it, but I like it.
Well, I will say also we talked a little bit about this, I think last week or 2 weeks ago. I think I would argue, and this goes back into I didn't want to talk about GeForce Now again, as with like multiple last couple months, but I will say, what's up, Z? I think this might be the last generation really of consoles as we know them. That's my personal feeling. I think that they are getting so high end and out of the casual consumer base almost, that consoles as we know them and cloud gaming is becoming more of a thing. Like I said, I don't want to get too much into it, but I personally think that.
Have you tried out the Stadia at all?
It's fucking garbage. Don't get us started on that again. Don't get us started on that again.
I missed it. Okay, so I got sent like a whatever Founders Edition to try out, and I tried to queue into Destiny, and there was literally like no one on the servers, so I was unable to play because the only thing I play is PvP, really, which I'm not playing in AI, so that means other people actually have to be on that server. Right. You know. Okay, you just said cloud gaming, and that's the only.
Yeah, that's kind of thing. So we've just talked a lot about it lately, and it's just there hasn't been much, not enough this week to really warrant talking about it again. We've talked about it very extensively the last 2 weeks, so that's the only reason I didn't give it up. Yeah, it's on there. But yeah, it's definitely there. I think that is more the future. Xbox is moving that way with their packages. I think this might be the last console generation as we know it.
I feel like the consoles at this point, like I said, I mean, I'm a noob, but I feel like with how complex they're getting, because I did look at the new Xbox specs and I didn't really understand a lot of it, but I'm starting to get there, you know? But it's like, dang, dude, like this is almost as expensive, or it is as expensive as a freaking PC.
And like, that's the thing. It is, you're getting so high. We've talked about price point before a month ago in our prequel episode. I think we talked about price point, you know, when we were just trying out and testing the web shell. And it's true. I think consoles are getting to the point now in this next generation where they're going to be such a high price point that and they're becoming mini PCs, and it's just cloud gaming is going to take over, I think, because just the cost of keeping up for the higher level of equipment is not going to warrant, because they're going to be spending $1,000 on a console that's going to go out. Why not just build a PC, or why not do cloud gaming on your current PC that's less than, you know, that's the kind of
plug your controller in if you can't
play. Yeah,
exactly.
And you have, you know, cloud gaming, you know, and so that's.
So I'm actually, guys, I tried keyboard and mouse. Go ahead and laugh at me. But I don't like it. I like the buttons all in my hands in a controller.
That's fine.
I get it. I do both.
It's fine to have a preference.
Okay, cool.
It doesn't mean we can't make fun of you for it,
yeah. I say everybody has their preferred mode of input. Everybody has their preferred mode of input. I prefer keyboard and mouse because I grew up on keyboard and mouse. Like, you know, that is my old school.
And I didn't. Buns has been trying to transfer me, and like it's one of those things where it's like if I'm comfortable with it, I'm happy. But like there's certain games like Call of Duty that I've always played with controller that I'm just better with a controller. Like even on PC.
Spellbreak when it was in alpha on MNK, and it was okay. It wasn't the worst experience ever. But like, dude, I tried to play Fortnite. I didn't have a controller
talk about it later.
At Dreamhack because I was a Dumbo that left it, right? And so I actually had to play Fortnite on MNK, and that was like one of the worst experiences of my life.
I'm sorry. You should have walked over.
The level of content that was there was people laughing their ass off.
You should have walked over. What I always said, because we were about to do this during the Apex tourney at West when I was with Pac and all that.
Hey, can I borrow your Xbox controller? I will shout out your brand. Just
exactly. Be like, hey, I'm doing this tournament right now. I don't have a thing. Can I borrow a demo controller? They have multiple of them. I was ready. We were ready to walk over to Scuff. We were ready to walk over to Scuff to get Deadshot a controller because we were ready at that point. But yeah, that's so the PS5 specs. It's unofficial. The other thing is that I don't know. Did you see it at East Disciple? There was hardware there that is something that's nifty. Is the other reason this got brought up, which is an external hard drive. It's a 2 gig hard drive. 2 gig hard drive, Patriot Gaming's, I guess. It's the first like actual one to leak. It's an official licensed PS4, PS5 piece of hardware. Up to 1 gig speed over USB-C connection, NVMe 1.3. PCIe 3.0 4x drive. Like I said, it's a solid external drive. First one to leak that is being made for the PS5. They were supposed to be, I guess, demoing it on PS4 because obviously same connections. Nice. During East, I didn't know if you saw that anywhere, but I guess with Spider-Man. But I don't know where they would have done it because also Sony wasn't there, so I couldn't find where it was supposed to be. But supposedly it was there somewhere. I don't know. But that's the first piece of hardware that's out for, which also lends credit to almost the idea that the SSD internally is not as big. If you really have developers already getting good external SSDs being made, I
think it's going to be like a 1 terabyte.
I don't think I don't see it being more than 1 terabyte tops. I do not see it. I'm
gonna say 1.5 terabytes.
Just to be different.
Like I feel like a terabyte is big.
The price is wrong there, Shredder. Okay, if you go over, you lose.
It is big, but it like.
So I have a 2 tera. I'm pretty sure the Xbox One S I have right now is a 2 terabyte, which I know was like the bigger one. But I got like 20 fucking games installed, no problem.
Yes, but
until the Modern Warfare.
Before Modern Warfare took up half your fucking drive. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that one I had to uninstall D1, which kind of made me sad because I've always left it installed. Not like I played it much, but I just didn't want to uninstall it.
Now which D1 are you talking? Destiny 1?
Yes.
Okay. See, and that's also another thing. Like Disciple, when you hear D1, what do you think? I'm just curious. If you hear somebody talk about D1,
Diablo.
Yeah, that's my thing. If I hear D1 or D2, I'm thinking Diablo. But that's the difference between like
D2, I'm thinking of Mighty Ducks 2.
See, but only because I play like Destiny with. See, I played a little bit of Destiny and stuff like that with Uni Destiny 2, and she would always see D1. So based upon that,
yeah, you could understand, but like I still think
PC. What does GTG stand for you guys?
Gotta go.
What does it mean?
Good to go.
Good to go.
I don't know.
Yes.
It depends on the context.
I would say it depends on the context. Like off the top of my head, good to go. But yeah, if somebody says, "All right, I'll talk to you later," gotta go. GTG.
If we are in a lobby, if we're in the beginning of a lobby,
I would say good to go.
Good to go.
Yeah. Going on because someone doesn't have audio and you type GTG, that means like ready up, right? Like go ahead.
I would say good to go. Yeah. I would say.
People.
Yeah, context is I'd say context is key there. But yeah, no, that's why I always have to clarify when people talk about like D1, D2 because I automatically think Diablo. Like I said, and that goes back to being raised as a PC gamer over console.
In the beginning of any match, though, when someone's asking me a question, I type back GTG. It's good to go.
I just always type back ASL and just see what happens. That's normally how I start matches. Jaded is over here like, wait, what?
That went right over my head.
It's an AOL thing.
Wow.
You know what that is?
Kids these days.
I remember what AOL is, but I mean, I don't.
So whenever
you remember the chats?
No, she's not old enough to remember the chats.
Wow.
I mean, she's old enough, but not like to really have been in them, like us.
Just age-shamed you.
Yeah, I was like to be on the internet.
Yeah, exactly. It's a different ASL.
Get off the phone. I have to talk to my friends.
ASL back in the old day, it's a joke. You would type ASL and it meant age, sex, location. So how old, what age you were, what sex you were, male or female, or where you lived, and that was like the chat room, teen chat.
Pertinent information. All right.
Yeah, just straight out the gate, just when you were in the chat rooms. Yeah,
that's how you started your internet relationship.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, ASL. Yeah. Yeah, because all you had was.
What's your age and where do you live?
Yeah, because I mean, if we showed up in a chat room together, Kdog 57, and normally it was also. I mean, I've had the same name for fucking 20 years now, but Jaded Mermaid 1729 would have been probably your username way back then.
You should
because
if you remember this.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. If we all remember ASL, yes. We are all taking ibuprofen for breakfast. If you remember using ASL, we're taking ibuprofen for breakfast, all right? It's a thing. But yeah.
Do you get heartburn? You're fucking old.
I just snack on it. What do you mean?
I was just saying like that. I would say breakfast. Like that's how I start my day.
Skittles.
Yeah, true story. I used to take after my car accident. I used to take 800 milligram ibuprofen,
me too.
and and now the 200s. I'm just like, what? These 200? What is this? Anyways.
What's this?
Well, hey, ASLP. I don't remember what the P was. Then it grew up to be. Maybe I was out of it by that point. Pick? I don't remember ASLP. Was it Pick? Okay. Pick. I was not in obviously the same rooms that Hugh was. Hugh was taking a sexy. Yeah.
I was already on Skype when you were still doing ASLP.
I was already very nerdy and elbow deep in Warcraft.
I was so into Warcraft as well. Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing.
Yeah.
I was trying to kill Kdog and
yeah, exactly, because you're a fucking PvP. Horde fucker.
That's right, you fucking alliance piece of crap.
Is speaking of that, is TeamSpeak still a thing?
TeamSpeak's gone.
What about Ventrilo? What happened to Ventrilo or whatever?
Gone. For the Horde, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Horde.
It's okay. We're still friends. We're still friends.
Ventrilo and TeamSpeak, Jaded, were like.
It's okay, yeah.
That was the Discord back in the day. Yeah.
If we role played though, bro, I would hate you.
It was like if you're gonna do a raid in World of Warcraft, you had to be on Ventrilo.
Yeah. People had like private servers that they paid money for to chat because there wasn't that much. You had to like buy a server to actually have communication back in the day. Like, yeah.
I paid for a Ventrilo server.
Yeah, that's what I said. You had to pay for a server for your guild and shit.
Yeah, for my guild because I had a big guild back in the day because we were a raiding guild. We were top 3.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, Buns.
The good old days.
First Alliance character like not too long ago.
Jaden is just like I just like Xbox chat.
Yeah, some people.
No, I use Discord. I use Discord.
Anyways, speaking of old school, we'll use this as a transition, and also we talked about how I started on mouse and keyboard, and this is a perfect transition for it. Released officially this week, transitioning into games. Released officially this week, Project A from Riot Games has an official name, and it is Valorant. And if you guys don't know what this is,
I've seen a lot about this.
There's a reason. Yeah, there's a reason it is. We'll go a little bit more into it. Oh yeah, because everybody is excited. I'm gonna pull up just the alpha footage just to show you a little gameplay of it.
This game looks amazing.
But it is.
I'm excited. It's 5v5 multiplayer.
It is 5v5. It is what it is, and we'll get a little more in depth. It is Counter-Strike, but made by Riot Games, the people who make League of Legends. Yeah, so there's a lot of reason for it, but it is Counter-Strike mixed with a little bit of Overwatch, essentially. I mean, but we're talking Counter-Strike, people who know like Counter-Strike and all that. When's the last time that, unless you play Counter-Strike, that you pulled out a knife?
Is that what that is?
Yeah, CSGO. Yeah, CSGO.
Okay.
But it's essentially that.
You're like, yes.
Yes. CSGO, Counter-Strike, for those of us who started on PC. You know,
this game is gonna be amazing.
Okay, I told you gotta have to teach me.
That's fine.
Okay.
It has ability, so it's Counter-Strike, but mixed with abilities. But it's like Counter-Strike, you have to pull out your knife to run faster. Like, when's the last time we had to do that besides Counter-Strike? Like, there is no sprint.
Counter-Strike.
Yeah, Counter-Strike's the only thing. Like, you pull out your knife to run faster.
Apex, if you put your shit up and you run with your fist, you run faster.
But I mean, but you have a sprint too. There is no sprint.
What's the point, though?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you mean? What's the point?
But you have.
Up and run it faster.
So you have.
I'm talking about the game, like.
Oh, and like CS:GO, like you.
I still play CS:GO. I want to get back into playing CS:GO, to be honest.
Dude, CS:GO is the shit.
I'm not saying this is gonna be a CS:GO killer, but I don't think
it is.
Dude, this is going to be a CSGO killer.
I'm not making that statement. I'm saying at least half their player base, though, leaves for this. And the difference is also you're going to have...
Most likely.
I'd say half your player base is going to leave CSGO. I'd say also all the people that left CSGO... Like, fucking, I want to... Can you imagine fucking Shroud when this comes out? Like, I just want to see Shroud play this. I'm going to sit there and just watch Shroud play this for 12 hours. because that's how Shroud started. Shroud was a CS:GO, like on Cloud9. Like that's and this is Counter-Strike, but as a little bit more modern.
That's a lot more modern.
Oh yeah,
for CS:GO.
It's not fucking Fortnite.
It's not. No, it is.
Slap yourself right now.
It's if anything, it's
5v5.
This is not gonna kill. This is not gonna kill CS:GO.
So I'll give a rundown of how it all works. Like we were just going with that. No.
Yes.
So I
throw a special wall in front of me out of nowhere. Like
see, I think, but all the other things that come into it, I think that it will definitely. It will. I think it's gonna do a damn good job of it because it's not Fortnite. It is it's blending Overwatch things. Like there's nothing necessarily that they're doing in the actual game that is groundbreaking. There's a lot of CS:GO elements. You have a buy at the beginning. It is to answer Jade, it is an objective based thing. Think of Rainbow Six. So the bomb planning. You have two teams. You have an attack and defense. In this game though, there are 3 areas rather than 2. So there's an A, B, and C, or 1, 2, 3. I don't know what they're called, but there's 3 areas. There's a buy phase at the beginning, just like CS:GO. The part of the thing for it's all PvP. Part of the thing.
No, PC. Is it gonna be PC
only?
Oh,
PC. Yeah, I don't know of it coming to console at all. As far as I know, it's all PC.
Counter-Strike was on console.
Yeah, but I don't. How many people are playing Counter-Strike on console?
Not a lot. I'm just saying it's on there.
It's on there, but it's. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I did.
They had several teams playing CS:GO up on stage for the first 2 hours of the party.
Yeah. No, CS:GO is still big. Like on Twitch and all that. I've talked to people and all that. Yeah.
Yep. All PC.
It's still very popular.
That's his point.
But that's it's all PC. But so the one of the things is though they're bringing like Overwatch elements into this, and that you have abilities. So you have like an ultimate, and you have like 2 abilities. Like a Q and an E, for lack of a better thing. 2 alternate regular abilities, and then you have like an ultimate, like in Overwatch, that charges up throughout the match. That being said, you have to actually buy these abilities through your buy menu. So along with buying weapons and grenades and things like that, your actual like firearms and ammo like you do in CS:GO, you have to also buy, like, if you want to use your stun ability or whatever, you have to buy charges for it. So it's not just constantly running around with all of these abilities. It is, it's embracing the CS:GO aspect of it. You have the money, the better you do, the worse. It's embracing a lot of these different ideas and just kind of putting them all together. It's nothing that's groundbreaking in and of itself, all the ideas, but it's merging them all together. A lot of it, and they talked about, it's going to be very skill based. It's a 5v5 tactical shooter. Move very slowly, die really fast. Weapons have heavy recoil, made more manageable when you stand still or crouch, just like CS:GO. Bullets penetrate doors and light cover. 1 round, 1 life. Same thing as like CS:GO.
Was it that time?
Yes. The biggest thing, honestly, besides the game itself, is the fact that Riot Games is making this, honestly, in my opinion. If anybody else was making this, I don't think that it would be as big.
If Blizzard was making this, this would be a giant piece of shit.
Yeah. The reason for this is let me pull up the other article. Yeah.
It's Riot. That's the only reason.
And so, well, it's Riot, but they also have a lot of actual basis around it. And what I mean is, where'd it go? They're big things that they're trying to appeal to people. So they're aces that they're calling them in these articles, and that is 128 tick rate servers. So what that means is the faster tick rate, more frequently the server updates the game state. To give you a point of reference, that's like when your lag or server desync, a lot of us like talk about that, whether you talking to the server, when you dip behind a wall and then you die, and you're like, what the fuck, I was behind a wall. That's because of that reason, even though it's on server side. Point of reference, Fortnite and Apex have like 20 to 30 bitrate servers.
Bro, makes me so mad.
Riot.
I was definitely behind the wall.
Yeah. And Riot Games, because of all the fucking money that they make, obviously League of Legends, biggest game in the world, has been in a while. They have their servers. We'll get a little bit more of that. 128 bitrate servers takes a lot more toll on it, but That's 4 times the bit rate of a server. Yeah. Just for the game. They want to make sure that if you die, it's not due to lag, like at all. Like it's. I think the biggest one
is they can host less.
It's less game. Yeah, technically, yeah. They're taking up more size, but also that plays into the second side of it, which is they have Riot Direct, which launched 5 years ago, which is their own internet infrastructure. League of Legends has its own infrastructure built into servers and has partnerships with ISPs because that is the biggest game in the world. They literally have partnerships with ISPs to route their shit faster. And that's what Riot Direct is.
Yeah, dedicated routing.
They have dedicated.
We talk about the league championship that got paused because their servers went down.
Well, I mean, shit happens. You know, at the end of the day, shit happens. But we're talking on a general day-to-day. Yeah.
We're just talking this thing up as if it's gonna be flawless. And
I'm not saying flawless, but I'm saying on a day-to-day lag. How many times do you run into lag on like an Apex server? I'd say at least 1 out of 5 games. At least. I'm being very generous here. You know, you get shot being around a corner. Yeah. You know.
I mean, it's not like a consistent.
It's way worse on
Xbox.
Like
spike, you know?
Yeah. But we're talking, you know,
compared to what, PC? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
FPS is so much higher though.
But so, and Valorant is able to make use of the same network that League of Legends uses because, I mean, how many other games does Riot have? None right now, realistically. They have Teamfight Tactics. You know.
Teamfight Tactics.
Yeah,
that's
that game. Much about Riot, but what you're saying, I feel like it's going to open up into a whole new kind of. It's another game for esports that they've got.
Oh yeah, this is geared for esports.
That's what it's like. It seems like that's their main targeted audience. It doesn't seem like it's a casual game.
They are bringing back. They're bringing back CS:GO. So because of both the server lag and everything else, I feel like, and I would agree, they are bringing back CS:GO, but better. And this is the new esport. This is, you know, but a different style, obviously, because you're not going to compete with. They're not competing with themselves in League. The people who play MOBAs are going to play MOBAs. The people who play FPSs, though, this is they're setting it up to make sure that it's ready to go.
I can't wait to see the toxicity.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
To Riot, where League is like the number one toxic game ever.
Oh fuck yeah! Well, all MOBAs. This is great. The toxicity, dude. I am gonna get so pissed. Honestly, I am gonna get so pissed playing this game. I cannot. I will probably be main. I don't know if I'm gonna be maining it, but I will definitely be playing this game quite a bit because it is very much based on skill. And
if I was gonna go play something like this, I'll go play CS:GO.
Yeah, see, I want this because I like the ability of it.
Playing some magical wall bullshit.
Also, well, no, they have like they also have like an anti-cheat built in, and a lot of different ways. Like they are building it from the ground up to eliminate or to prevent cheating. Even in things like crosshair not changing color if you're over a person or with hits, because that could be analyzed by a bot software. They have an artificial fog of war on their server side, so that way you cannot detect people and wall hack. So you have to actually be like there's a fog of war within that's just outside of your line of sight, for lack of a better term, a fog of war. So your line of sight is that fog of war, so you cannot see through walls or anything else and use like a wall hack. Like they are building this up to be like Jaded said, like, and that's what I thought too. They're making it an esports. They want this to be a thing. This is, you know,
well, that's their business.
Yeah, exactly. They know how to. League of Legends has been the biggest game for. It's been out for 10 years, 11 years. It's been the biggest game for at least 3/4 of that, probably. You know, I mean, they
beat World of Warcraft in 2 years.
Yeah,
and they had 15 on them.
Yeah. and it hasn't lost it since. Like it's been there.
Not even close.
Yeah, nobody has touched League. Like they know as a company what we need to do, and they're like, okay, we want to get into the FPS thing, and I don't know. I'm fucking excited. I you know, obviously.
I'll definitely be playing this.
Have you ever played CS:GO?
Yes.
Nope. Not me.
If you want to run Jada, I haven't played CS:GO in years.
I can't. So for me, I can't PC game and stream at this point in time because
you could run CS:GO.
Honestly, yeah, CS:GO is not bad. CS:GO is old school.
If you can run Minesweep, you can run CS:GO.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's not. So you're talking about old school games like CS:GO. CS:GO was the original. Well, CS:GO came out later, but the original Counter-Strike came out with the original Half-Life back in '97, '98. And you know, so this is a game. It's literally pretty much stayed the same since then. It is not exactly
all they do is update the graphics
much.
every now and then.
It's their smaller pixels this time.
Yeah. I mean, when they came out with the BR, Shroud was like super excited about that. Played the BR for like 5 minutes and was like, "This is stupid."
Nope. He's like, "Nope."
Yeah.
They missed.
He's gonna do the same thing with this game. I think he's gonna play it. Yeah, absolutely. I don't think he's gonna be like, "Oh, this is my new main." I don't think so at all.
I don't know.
Ever since he left Cloud9, he doesn't play. Like, he plays CS:GO every now and then. Like, he gets on it and he'll play it. But
okay,
it's not
I would say that like
excite him. And this looks exactly like CS:GO. I don't understand how this game, just because they added spells or whatever, is gonna make him be like, "Oh, this game's sick."
True.
It looks just like CS:GO.
No,
I thought it was CS:GO.
Shroud doesn't make the game though.
Yeah. I would say like you have to like yeah. I would say that because also I am very against multiplayer games. Like if I had to pick between like a multiplayer standard game or BRs, I pick BRs, you know, and I'm to that point now. So but this, I don't know, I think this is gonna bring a decent, you know, because Overwatch has a decent, you know, community as well. You know, CS:GO is still huge.
I wouldn't say decent, but
I mean, over on Twitch, it's pretty fucking big. It's top 10.
Overwatch is still, it's pretty. It holds a decent amount of viewers.
It's big enough to be. I would say
over here on Mixer. But
yeah, but Twitch, I'd say Twitch, it's top 10. I think.
And CS because there's a few really like larger content creators specifically for that game.
Yeah.
Though. Kind of like over here on Mixer, how when Shroud goes live on whatever the fuck game he's on, it's like an immediate massive boost. It moves that game to like the #1 game watch.
Sure.
Yeah.
I was like Ninja the other day playing DBD. It was sick.
Yeah, exactly. So Ninja goes live on DBD, immediately becomes the #1 game. It's like what? So like Overwatch holds that top 10 spot because I feel like
regardless.
Overwatch is at 322 right now on Mixer.
Yeah. Right. Overwatch is not have it on Mixer.
What's it on? Do you know what it is on Twitch?
You know,
well, what number game is it though? 22. Like, but I mean, realistically, how far down is it on the game title list? Because you have to keep that in perspective too. What, top 15?
4, 5, 6.
I bet Paladins has more views.
18. That would be 24.
Really? It's that low? Normally, it's a little. I feel like it's a little higher normally.
Warcraft.
Wow.
It was a little bit higher.
I would say normally I feel it's a little higher.
Just wait till Overwatch 2 comes out.
Oh, Overwatch 2 will be awesome.
Yeah, I'm stoked for that.
ASMR is doing better.
Look, but if we're being honest, like if you look,
how are web shows doing? Are we beating Overwatch right now?
Oh no.
That's the real question.
That would be funny.
ASMR on here is doing better, or are they talking about on Twitch?
I'm sure ASMR on here. We don't have an ASMR technical channel. I don't think here.
Dude, web show beat it by far. Web show's a 578.
Hell yeah! Cheers, guys.
We're right below Paladins.
Oh, Paladins. Oh, Paladins. We're not even gonna.
For 15th. Yeah.
Awesome.
I am glad that we have people like Shroud, we have people like Ninja that are our PC guys that are going to be bringing back PC games, right?
Yes, thank you. Agreed.
I love that, but at the same time, like it's going to take more than just them to bring the PC like gaming up.
True.
Because I would love for League to be higher up on Mixer, but it's not going to be there until they get somebody from Twitch to come over and play it. That's popular. Unfortunately, that's just the truth of it. Like it's not like I could just.
Base is already built there.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Like
people have been watching League on Twitch for 10 years. They're just gonna keep watching League on Twitch. Why would they come here to watch it? I get it.
Like I had a friend that made the move to Mixer, but he was a League main, and I was like, you're not gonna do well over here playing League. You're just not.
Yeah.
And at the time, there was 7 people watching League, and it was all in his channel. And I was like, dude, you're #1 on League.
Yeah. Congrats, you're ahead of League.
You're awesome, but at the same time, no one's gonna come watch you.
So I think everybody besides Shredder is excited for, you know, CS:GO 2.0.
I'm not saying I'm not excited.
What's
what
the
I'm
name
saying
of it,
is
by the way?
I
Sorry.
don't
Valorant.
think that it's as I don't think it's as great as
Valorant?
people think it's gonna be.
Valorant.
Okay, I just make sure I say it right.
The maps look just like CS:GO.
Yeah,
The
they're
gunplay
a
looks
little
like
different.
CS:GO.
Like there's some,
the
but
only difference is you can be like wall,
Yeah.
and I don't even know what it does.
there's some of the abilities I didn't want to go into like.
Right through it.
Yeah.
It's pretty, okay,
There
guys.
are
excuse
different
me.
abilities I didn't think we needed to go into. I have it pulled up, but it's just like there are
You're good,
different
you're good.
abilities of like the different
I get
characters
it,
and all
I
that.
get
Yeah,
it. I mean, it's cool. Yes, they're trying to revamp it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It looks too much like CS:GO for it to be.
The
like,
funny thing is,
something else.
actually, so many people, the CS:GO mains are actually bitching it's not enough like CS:GO, which I find fucking hilarious. I'm like, really? It looks like 80% CS:GO, and you're bitching it's not CS:GO enough? Like,
I
come
think
on.
I think it looks just like CS:GO. I honestly couldn't tell the difference between that game and CS:GO.
Yeah.
But I don't play it all the time.
Yeah.
You know, there's people that have like, this is my game.
Mm,
Like, I know everything about it.
yeah.
Maybe if I was like that with CS:GO, but I don't know. It looks similar to me. We'll see.
Hi, Scar.
Hi.
Say hi to
I'm
everybody.
here. Hi.
Hello.
Anyways,
Oh, hi.
so I did Valorant. Next one, we'll talk about Jaded's Neck of the Woods a little bit. Moving right along. Destiny announced after the new season coming out, or the last season ended, I guess. New season coming out, new trailer dropped for it.
It ends on the 9th. This season of Dawn ends on the 9th, and the new season starts on the 10th. And I will actually be co-streaming with Drake all day. We're gonna.
Oh yeah,
stream
because
them
Drake does a lot of mostly
all
like
day.
Destiny and that, right?
He's big Bungie. That's one reason we got along so well, because I was like, another Destiny player. Made me so happy.
So it's a season of the worthy.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Cabal have taken out the primary engine.
It's like they want this thing to drift
Honestly,
off into
like
space
I
forever.
fell off a lot when D2 trials
Hmm.
ended. And now when Shadowkeep dropped, I did buy Shadowkeep and I did play through the missions and, you know, I leveled up, on my life leveled up. But as soon as I got through those, it kind of fell off for me again. I'm really excited about them bringing back this competitive 3v3 style. I feel like it's going to bring a lot of community members that have moved away from it into other games back onto the game. I think it'll be big.
For how long?
It depends on how if they actually get all the bugs out of it. Like if people start like doing hacks and they don't patch them, like what happened in D1, people start falling off left and right, just like what happened when D2 trials dropped. You know, like they had so many problems with it that just didn't get fixed quick enough that people were like, "Fuck this, I'm not playing anymore."
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it always seems like the games are like that. Every game's like that, where it's like a patch comes out, everyone jumps back to it, then they leave.
Well, this is more than a patch, though, because there were literally thousands and thousands and thousands of people who played Destiny just for trials. And when they got rid of that, they screwed themselves out of a big playing audience. You know, like I for one definitely stopped playing. I know a lot of people, a lot of streamers that hold like 150, 200 people, you know, they stopped playing it. And when people are like, why aren't you on Destiny? They're like, it's trash. You know, those 200 viewers aren't necessarily gonna hop back on either. So it was not. I feel like they needed to do it, because had they let it continue, it just would have run it into the ground, and they wouldn't be able to do what they're doing now.
So this is a DLC, right?
Bringing it.
Yeah.
Now. Yeah.
This is a DLC. How much is it?
I think it's 39, isn't it?
Don't know.
I can look up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ridiculous, man.
I have no clue.
Buy a whole new game.
And
I mean,
it
it's
basically is,
everything.
but that's how
It has
Destiny's
the
always been.
content.
Destiny started as a 10-year game. We're what, like
1,000 silver. What does that equate to?
I think like $9.99, to be honest.
That's gotta be $10.
So probably like 10 bucks.
Usually 1,000 is always
I
10
think
bucks.
Yeah, I would say like not really like so.
So that's
So
not
10
a
bucks.
full, like it's not a huge full DLC. Most
Yeah.
DLCs for Destiny
Okay, so it's small.
$39.99
Okay.
or even
But I'm cool with that. Yeah.
$59.99, and it
So
is.
say if it's just the 3v3 stuff, then no.
Well, you are getting access to, I believe, a couple more things that have to do with Osiris, but I don't know how involved that is. It's not enough that it's a a huge massive update like Shadowkeep. But yeah.
Well, Shadowkeep was their attempt to start bringing it back towards Destiny 1, as I recall, because they branched out.
It was
like,
much more enjoyable. It was.
Yeah.
It was.
I still haven't bought it. I'm waiting for it to go on sale.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I bought Destiny 2 when it came out. I played it with a lot of Destiny 1 mates. I played Destiny 1 when it first came out, and I was like, this game could be so much better. And I gave up on it. People were like, you should go back, whatever. And I know by the end, Destiny 1 got good. And I'm like, but I'm not gonna, like, I was like, I have so many other things that I'm playing. I'm not gonna spend my time to do this. Destiny 2 launched. I had a large group of friends that were like, hey, they were the Destiny mates. I played it all the way up through the first raid, and I was just like, okay, I'm done.
Destiny for me is one of those games, like, I try to get into it, and then I get the people that come in that are like Destiny heads, and they're like, do you have this exotic? Do you have this exotic? I'm like, no. But I do enjoy watching people that have everything. I love watching them play, and people that have knowledge of the game, because I don't have any knowledge of the game. I just enjoy it. But when I go into someone's channel, I'm like, ooh, what's this? Oh, these boots make you do this. You can't do this raid without this gear set. It's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those games I enjoy watching more.
See, I always thought that Destiny, in my opinion, is a great idea. And I think if they would have spent a little more time and geared it a little more on the RPG side, that it would be so much leagues better. Because to me, it's not in any way, shape, or form an RPG. They make a half-assed attempt to be like, oh, you have a gear score, you have gear, whatever, which really doesn't mean anything. You have one item that you can essentially use. The gear score is all essentially bullshit. Like, there's no... Like, I mean, I just come from the true RPG side of it, of Diablo and WoW and all this kind of stuff, and I'm just like, at the end of the day, it's a shooter.
Switchable, but that one item is switchable, and it also can be switched depending on what situation you're in the game.
Yeah, and
you have to have that knowledge. Like I said, I'll be
it's definitely
I'll have an item on that's for something else, and I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know.
No, I get that. No, I'm not saying about that.
A Destiny fan would be like, I have this, like, I have all these different pieces of gear in my inventory as where I delete everything, but real Destiny players will have all the gear sets, and they'll go into an area and you'll watch them, they'll switch it all out real quick.
But there's not really
like cool.
There's not really like
Destiny,
gear
but
sets,
I don't
like
take it that far. I'm just saying.
There's not.
Like,
well, I watch King Gathalion.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of him play.
Okay.
He's crazy about it. Like, that guy's nuts.
I wouldn't say that there's gear sets or really like gear sets or skills that are really viable to make a difference in the game. Like, yeah, you have a gun that has a different damage, but how is an actual like running a gear set or a skill set like different viable? There's no real skills tree. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I'm just gonna keep how is that running it like really? I don't know. That's always been my thing. Like, I think they like the only reason like some people think that it has those RPG elements are people who have never played an RPG. Like, that's how I feel. Like, it's for people who have never played an RPG. They're like, oh yeah, it's like a FPS RPG, and I'm like, no, it's not. Like, if they would have spent a little more time on the RPG side of it, the making of stats, the stat side of thing, I think I would have enjoyed it. And this is just me personally. I think I would have enjoyed it better. But I feel like I'm playing a slightly complicated FPS.
Different, like, pieces in there. Like, you have to look at the gear. Like, sometimes it'll be like, this increases your accuracy. Like, you have to read the gear and what it does, and like I said, it's very technical on what you're doing.
I gear all mine towards like PvP balancing,
right.
And then I might have one set of gear that I'll throw on for raid.
That's what I mean. Like, you have raid gear, you have PvP gear, you have just basic bullshit gear. Like, I mean, you just have to read like what it does.
You have to balance your armor too. Like, you have intellect and mobility and stuff. Like, So,
I know. You have to pay attention. You have to pay attention, but like, it's just like it's a toddler.
I can't tune in on this like RPG versus MMO versus whatever, because Destiny was like my first game, and I've heard it described as multiple things, but like, I mean, there's a little bit of an open world-ish aspect, but at the same time, like,
and like that I don't mind. Like that I get it.
Elder Scrolls, you know what I mean? Like. So I don't really know what it would be categorized.
Yeah,
as.
like I get it. It's just to me, it's like a toddler version of like an RPG. Like the way they like. I think if they just they almost spent so much time on the FPS side of it and this that. Like and I get it. That's the majority of the gameplay. But I think
Kdog, I think you would like it more if there was like 2 different like World of Warcraft. You have Horde and Alliance. If Destiny had some shit like that, where in the open world you could battle other people while you're
not
doing
even that.
open
Like
world
just give me like
love that.
I mean, it would be great, but that's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about okay, the skills. Okay, how many different skills? What is the difference between running a Titan class and a Warlock class? Realistically.
Their abilities.
Yeah.
How many abilities do they have? How many abilities? How many? Okay, no, but okay, okay.
What grenades they have? What type of melees they have?
They have the specialization.
Okay, so they have.
And then within each character, you have 3 different subsets that you do as well. So, and then in each of those 3 subsets, there's like 9 other tree subsets that you can choose. So skill tree type thing.
And
So
that you can only pick
it is a little bit more involved than
again, you pick one for you can like for Titan, you could pick one that's better for the story, like the raids, or you can choose one that's better for
100%.
PvP. I mean, that's what it's there
You
for.
will not catch me bubble Titan in PvP.
In PvP.
But in PvE, I'll run bubble Titan because even though I hate that shit, they're like, come on, give us a bubble, you know, so I can shield my teammates, create orbs, allowing them to build up their attacking super.
I get it. Like
it's all team based.
I'm not saying it's not there. I'm just saying it's a very, very simplified version. And I think personally, if they had spent a little more time on either doing skills or the gear, I just think it's very.
You want a skill tree.
I don't even know if it's a skill tree. I just think stats. The stats to me don't really mean anything. Like even like obviously the trials. So speaking of the trials, actually the light score and what gear you have actually matters. That's the main thing about trials coming back, right? If I recall correctly.
Well, yeah, but they're taking out the artifacts so that you
that's
get
a new
that
thing.
power
Yeah.
level advantage, and they're bringing everybody back down, which some people are butthurt about. Whoop-de motherfucking do. You're losing 2 light levels so that everybody can get this awesome freaking game mode back. Just shut up and deal with it.
That was the thing about trials was because like PvP is always balanced, right?
Yeah, I mean they've got to balance it, or no one's gonna fucking play. Like,
Trials is a mine's bigger than yours kind of thing, and that's why people like to play it.
It definitely is,
about
but
trials.
you gotta start at
go play the game, get the good gear.
Yeah, getting the artifact out is great. From what I saw.
People are not going to come in and okay, so for me personally, like I would have had to grind like 40 hours this week if I wanted to finish everything that I needed to quote unquote finish before the new season drops. I don't have time. I ain't got time for that shit. I'm just saying, and I don't care that much. Like I personally know some people, all the grindy grinders are like, it's not fair. I know life for this long. Damn it, fuck me, you know. But the majority of the community and that target audience that they're trying to get back into the game, they're not going to come back if we're still going to be stuck down here at 950 light and everybody, or whatever, 750 light, and everybody comes in and they're at 960, even over 1,000. Like, no one's going to do that. Who called me Avril Lavigne?
I laughed at that one.
It's not a lot. I don't understand. It's because I'm blonde and I'm white. Stop it.
Not even gonna go there. No, I agree. No, that's no. Don't apologize. That's what
I got a little too excited.
That's 100% okay. Like that's what I want. No, like no, I agree. The from what I read, like the artifact coming out, I think is a good thing because the only advantage to the artifact is a PvE thing where they did increase your life level. I think, and it's just literally how much time can you put into the game. So, and I agree with that coming out, but everything else, it should be. Everything else should be, you know, yeah. And that's just, you know.
Still grind and get the shiny things, and it'll give you an advantage in every other game mode. But in the new competitive game mode that they're, you know, reinstating, like it's not going to give you an extra.
At the end of the day, they need to do something for the people that, you know, the non 1% that is grinding this 100 hours a week.
Well, they did, but see, the thing is, they've already gotten their reward. if they have grinded, they've gotten pinnacle weapons that they're not going to be able to get. I'm not going to be able to get unless I grind within the next 4 days. I'm not going to get them, and I'll never be able to get them unless Destiny decides to bring them back. So they still have a tangible in-game reward. They're just bitching that they lost 2 light levels, and it's like, you know, then in the big scheme of things, that's not that big of a deal, because I know that those same people that are bitching about those 2 light levels are the same ones that are like, oh my god, Trials is coming back, it better be good. You know, they're some of the main ones that are ready for it, and they're not going to complain once it drops, or, you know, they're going to forget about their 2 light levels just because it's, and I think part of it's nostalgia, you know, if we're being honest with ourselves as a Destiny
it's always nostalgia.
Yeah. You know, part of it is nostalgia, but at the same time, like, everything that they're talking about developing and changing and bringing back, and it's, you know, it is based on nostalgia, but at the same time, it looks like they've spent a lot of time properly developing it. So I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Obviously, we can tell. We can tell.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. No, but that's what I want. No, that's
around, guys.
That's what I wanted to talk about it. Like, because I didn't know it was because I don't play Destiny anymore. Like, I want to love it, but there's just something missing on it for me personally. So I have no problem talking about it. But this is exactly what I was talking about earlier. So, Jaded, you're obviously the professional in this exact topic. You have me, who I actually, like, I don't know, like, me or Disciple. Like, Shredder seems to be middle ground. I'm like middle to low ground. Disciple hasn't said a word in the last minute because he's been busy getting embers over here, just fucking hoarding them in the corner. So, I mean, you know,
he deserves them.
Yeah, no, that's by all means. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. No, it's no. Definitely, I'm just talking shit. No, but that's why, like, don't feel ashamed at all. Like, that's what the web show is about. Like, everybody's gonna have different opinions. We don't have to all agree. It's better if we don't all agree. It's better content.
I have no opinion of that in-game content because I never got there.
Right. I mean, I've never done a raid in any of the Destinies. I wanted to. Yeah. But then I'm just like, I don't.
So much fun.
They are a lot of fun. But then also, like I said,
I'd rather watch.
Okay, I get that. Because I actually watched more raids and watched John Sherpa more raids than I actually played.
Like, I think the most exciting thing for...
I did Trials. That's all I did.
There's a reason I stopped playing World of Warcraft and doing raids for 10 hours a goddamn day.
That's the thing. So, but I mean,
it makes it not fun.
Well, I remember those, D.
Fucks up and you can't cuss them out on stream.
But also, you remember, like, they're not fun, but like,
I couldn't stream it. I would be yelling at people, and people realize I'm an asshole.
Yeah, but you'd be cussing people out for making one mistake.
I just remember raiding and all that on WoW, and just the excitement and the way, the tacticalness of certain things. Like, don't get me wrong, there was a lot when I raided. And I did the Destiny raids and all. Like, and I played through Destiny 2 on the raids, and I did play some of them on Destiny 1, a couple of them. And there is a tactical aspect of it, don't get me wrong. But I have to compare it to WoW in my head. Like, I can't not, because, like, that's the only other game that has, like, these types of things. And I just don't think that they're on that level.
Problem. You're comparing
and that's WoW. And I can't not. And yeah. And I can't not, like, and I get that it's a different game or whatever, but I don't think that they.
It's a completely different game.
I know.
Well,
but
see,
the concept is there.
I never played WoW, so I don't even have.
Yeah, so you're like fresh, and you're like, they're great, and I get that, and I try to be objective about it.
A whole new world
but I'm like,
me,
I'm just remembering raids from WoW and just the eccentricity and just
it's completely different,
and all that, and I know it is, but it's just like D, like you have to like D like did raids, like it just what all went into a raid in WoW, and then what all went into a raid in Destiny, and it's just like, how are you like almost like calling it a raid and saying that it's an RPG raid and all that, and then at the end of the day, it's a fucking FPS.
Like 18 hours though, so
like, once people figure it out though, yeah, but once people figure it out, like
okay, how about this? How about this?
A couple of those raids were like still 3
to
4 hours.
They're definitely long. I'm not saying they're not. Yeah.
Now you could cheese it.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah. We're not talking about cheesing it. Yeah.
Even in World of Warcraft, right? If we're talking about similarities, even in World of Warcraft, you have to choose different gear sets for that raid.
Right.
But it's I would argue
EverQuest was the worst.
I would argue
the same change items for
I've
raids.
always felt, honestly, I would argue that at the end of the day, in Destiny, you could get away with not actually having certain classes.
I loved Evercrack was my shit.
And that's what it comes down. And I think that's my biggest issue is that
I don't even know what
at the end of the day, I get it. I get having a Titan.
Give me that disappointment. I feel it. Where's the camera? Stop it.
Yeah. I get actually I think I might still have if you do H2O Discord.
Every RPG
I think it's still linked.
World of Warcraft.
Do H2O Discord Warlock.
It's not the same fucking game.
No, I know. I'm not trying. I'm just saying like so you're saying like raid wise or whatever. I'm just saying like at the end of the day, you could theoretically run 6 Warlocks in a raid. And it can be done. Whereas
Maybe.
you run. I'm just I'm just saying. Whereas
I saw the shaman, paladins and shamans can do that.
You could run all priests, probably,
Priests
and
can. They don't have enough.
Yeah.
Armor.
You could build a tanky priest. Are you joking?
But it's still a tanky priest, is what I'm saying. It's still a tank. It's still. Well, he's talking. I think he's thinking paladin. I think he's thinking paladin. He's thinking paladin.
No, I'm not. I'm really not. But if you have enough priests that do DPS,
they're not gonna be able to. Yeah, they're not gonna. They're gonna be one shot. They're gonna be one shot every time. Every time. Yeah, exactly. The mana healing like.
All I'm saying though,
the missus is even calling you out. Like, I mean, the missus is like, nah.
Thinks there's a half a second behind.
Yeah. When the missus is even like, nah, bro. Like, yeah. No,
but you still can't compare Destiny. To
I know. I'm not trying to compare. I'm just saying like what I'm just saying like
for has a problem with
the lack of RPG.
But that's his only argument. That's his only argument. World of Warcraft is the best RPG. Claims to be RPG.
I'm not saying it's the best. I'm not saying it's best. I'm just saying like that's my personal thing about like
like what I'm saying is why can't you compare it to other RPGs out there? You know what I mean?
This is just the easiest one to do it to. Off the top of my head.
He has the most knowledge about it because I mean he was a WoW player. I'm a WoW player. Our knowledge is vast. I mean, if you ask us about some other, yeah, it is. We played the crap out of that game.
Okay, what other games have like raids? So you had
EverQuest.
EverQuest, yeah, exactly. So, but I mean, like
OG.
You have Division tried to do raids, and there was another thing. I wish that they would have focused more on classes.
That would be a better comparison. That would be a better comparison. Is Division and Destiny. Because those two are both shooters,
and both I feel that the class system of them at the end of the day was not you did not need like LFG tank to run this raid like that like. I just don't feel like
there's no real healers in Destiny.
Maybe that's what I don't like. Maybe I don't like that there isn't a support class. Maybe I don't like that there isn't a tank. There's not a DPS. There's not a tank. There's not a healer. Maybe that's what it comes down to, and that's probably accurate. Maybe I don't like that at the end of the day all the roles are way too similar. Maybe that's what it comes down to because I think I've said that. Yeah, they're all damage oriented at the end of the day. You don't have separate roles. And I think that's kind of what I was trying to say before, and I didn't know what I was trying to say, and you just helped me out with it. I was saying that all the classes are way too similar. And I think that there's not enough difference between them when it comes to raids and all of that. And I think that's thank you. So thank you, Shredder, for helping me figure out that's what it is. I personally I think that it's all way too similar. You don't have a separate a tank class. Like, yeah, there's the Titan, but realistically, how much more damage is
just the Titan?
Yeah, he's not taking more damage. But in book, if you look like in the lore, and if you look like how the character is supposed to be, and I think that's what it is, the Warlock is supposed to be the mage. The Hunter is supposed to be the DPS. The Titan is supposed to be the tank. But in actuality, they're all kind of the same. Yeah, and I think that's what it comes down to. Thank you. That's what it was. Yeah. So full circle, we finally figured out what my issue was. Cheers.
You just wanted a healer.
20 minutes later.
I just want to figure out who the support is, damn it. Looking for group, need a healer.
But you know what's funny is the Titan technically is the healer or the support because he keeps everyone safe.
But is it?
With his bubble, his bubble does heal people. So I mean,
but I do hella DPS as a Titan.
Self-res, yeah.
hella deep. No, so that's the thing. Real quick, before we move completely away from Destiny,
Let's move on.
they are taking out self-res, and that makes me so happy.
I was a Warlock main, so I don't know. I liked self-res.
No,
I was a Warlock main. I ran Nova, though.
Nah.
I ran Nova, so I mean, I didn't use it that much because that was a solar trait, wasn't it? Wasn't the self-res a solar trait?
Yes. Yes, and Nova's the void.
Yeah, I ran Nova mostly. I liked throwing my Nova grenade. Yeah.
Right,
See, that's it. Like, so Disciple right now, Disciple is the one who knows nothing. I at least know a little bit. I know enough to like bitch about it. You know, I know just enough to rant on Twitter.
No one else really cares about this except me and a little bit. Because you're kind of interested in debating it. All right,
like, we're moving on. We're moving on.
I'm sorry.
Moving on. No, no, that's why. So, the
guys,
next.
What about keyboards? Have you guys looked at those new keyboards? Those duckies?
I mean, the duckies have been out for a while. I don't know why you're saying new keyboards.
Well, they came out with new this year.
No, I probably will be getting one. Honestly,
Stormy got me looking at him, and I was like, "Oh man!" And I started really looking at him, and I was like, "Oh."
I'll probably transition over to like a 60 key one just because of space wise and everything, and also I like having my keyboard cam. But also other gaming stuff.
Yeah.
Halo, for those of you guys that love Halo and want to play it on PC, Halo Combat Evolved, the original. Way back in the day, Halo is now actually on PC. Fun fact, came out this week, I think Monday or whatever. Reach came out in December. Yeah, original. Yeah, Noble gets it. Noble knows exactly what I would actually didn't like want to say. But it did the remaster Halo 1, for lack of a better term, is now out. So they're releasing the Master Chief Collection in numerical order. They released Reach first, and then they're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is now live also on PC. So if you want to go back and replay Halo in all its vast glory, I don't know what is different on the trailer. I didn't actually watch it. I just opened it up.
I feel like that game would be better on PC.
I feel originally it was made for PC, but it was a very different style game. It was almost more RTS. Like it was different back in the day. It was like a mix.
Finished.
No, I think we're just getting started.
So like Halo Combat Evolved, like when they first did it.
He's thinking.
Man, weirdos that take that game serious can do that.
When they first did it, actually, I would love. I don't know. We'll talk about it another time, maybe on another one. I remember seeing Halo before Xbox came out, and then they changed it to release with Xbox One. And I had a day one edition, and I bought Halo, and it was great. But I remember having a PC Gamer, I think, disc way back in the day when they used to give CDs, and I had a PC Gamer subscription, and it was supposed to be on PC. And the original video trailer that came out for it was fucking amazing, and it was supposed to be on PC. And this was like 4 years before Xbox came out, in the late 90s, early 2000s. I think Xbox came out in like 99, early something like that. But it was supposed to be like slightly different, and but that's not here or there. But Halo is now out, and they're going to be releasing it. If you are interested, Master Chief Collection on PC, Halo Combat Evolved, the very first one, is on PC now for that if you own the Master Chief Collection. Other simple gaming stuff, and D will be able to talk about this because he absolutely loves it, and we all know how I feel about it. The Final Fantasy VII demo is live on PS4.
Really good. I never played Final Fantasy, but it looked pretty cool when I was at E3.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I may give this a try.
That's another one of those games where I don't play it. I like watching it.
I love the game. I mean, it was so when we played it, to Kdog's defense, I mean, it was
fucking terrible.
The gameplay was tough. It was difficult. Terrible.
I'm holding back. I'm holding back. I really am. I'm drinking my wine.
How many games like that do you play though? Right.
So no, but my pretty much almost exact comment, and I still hold true to it. When I demoed it at West, I said, and I still hold true, if that demo had been in the indie section or anywhere else, nobody would have bought that game. It was that bad. Like, and nobody would have given it the fucking time of day. Like, the AI was bad, the combat was bad. Like,
scenes were good. That's
and
what we played
it's
in the
all
beginning.
fucking nostalgia. It's all fucking nostalgia, dude. Like, D got out of that demo. He was like, dude, it was great. And I was just like, I don't have that nostalgia. Like, I'm just like, I remember like playing it, but I never thought it was that great of a game. Like, now, if you want to remaster fucking Chrono Cross right fucking now, I would be all over that shit. I thought Chrono Cross was a 10 times better fucking game than fucking Final Fantasy ever was. But it is out now.
The latest is better though.
Yeah. Okay. I haven't played it. I probably will not.
It's better.
Okay. I hope so. I hope so. I really do.
Yeah.
I really do.
Actually, give it a try. Once I get my PC, I'll probably.
It didn't take 372 swipes to kill that spider at the end.
Oh,
of the
that's
first
good.
level.
That's good. And the AI, you didn't have to swap between it, and then your AI didn't just stand there just for no reason, just like and not do anything.
They did damage now, and it's it's an actual game.
Final Fantasy known for that?
No.
Like it being dumb?
No.
No.
Rip.
So they brought in, so for this one they brought in the new combat system that they employed with like Final Fantasy 15 and that. I will pause right now and agree with chat. Forget Chrono Cross. Can we get a Legends of Dragoon fucking remake?
Bro, that'd be
fucking
badass.
I will put money right now. I will put all of the embers I make this month to make that happen if that were possible. I would do that in a fucking heartbeat because Legends of Dragoon, like the 4 CDs that shit came on PS1. Psh, don't even. Anyways,
you knew the game was good if it had multiple discs.
Oh yeah, it had 4 discs, and the best part was Shredder. I don't know if you ever played it or Jaded. Not only did you have 4 discs, but literally you had to go back and forth sometimes because it would like go and be like you had to go back story-wise and actually load back into the other area, and it just had like the story content, but you had to actually like load back into the map back on CD1, and it was like, dude, it was
like I said,
it was insane.
And our relationship is rocky because I'm not a big like fantasy person. You know what I mean? I like
not what I've heard.
She likes Dragon Age. She likes Dragon Age. I can't stand Dragon Age.
Oh, I love Dragon Age.
I
love Dragon Age.
I cannot stand it.
I don't know if it's the best series ever, but it's good.
She freaking loves
Time for a haircut.
And so anyway, it's just one of those things where it's like I said, I like watching people play it and enjoy it. I just can't get into it.
Never heard of Dragon Age.
Like Dragon Age,
it's great.
Dragon
It's a
Age
great
Inquisition
series
too. Like when they do the whole like stop, you can like pause time and choose combat for everybody. I don't care. Just let them do their own thing. Like I don't care. Let them shoot shit. Let the AI figure it out.
I get it.
I only like old school.
Watch, she's gonna go on a ramp now.
And y'all are gonna laugh at me because it's probably not even that quote unquote old school. But do y'all remember the like PC Harry Potter game that came out?
Yeah.
That was my first game.
There's supposed to be a leak on that. Have you seen
Dude,
the?
I love that shit. That was my favorite. Like,
really?
There's a leak on
the shit out of that game.
There's a leak on a new Harry Potter game coming out. By the way,
I saw this.
Why did you not send me said link? We could have talked about it.
I didn't know that.
Next
was
week.
something
Next
that we
week.
wanted to talk. Yeah,
We can talk about anything. Like, just send me links.
There's not a lot out about it. So
no, it's literally like a little bit of
this
okay.
topic for later on.
When we do it,
more
okay.
of a, like, ooh, it's coming. Ooh,
okay.
There's no other information.
Yeah,
about
basically.
It.
Well, no, there's information, like a tiny bit. It's basically you choose. You choose. Yeah, basically all we got from it is you're not like playing Harry Potter. You're choosing your own character and starting your own story at Hogwarts.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you start off as a new kid, and then you work your way up through wizarding school, learning new spells.
My biggest thing from Harry Potter is that they were not throwing nearly enough actual spells. Like I'm just saying. Like I just want to see fireballs and shit flying.
I feel like the game a
and
lot was like puzzle based shit than like fighting. I feel like anyway. I got lost in Hogwarts so many times.
She obviously has some lasting stress from it. She got really intense about it.
Okay, and I'm 26 and it still is like scarred. I'm scarred.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, those Harry Potter games
You know
were
that
rough.
level. You know that level of frustration that you hit when you like do that level so many times.
Yeah, any platforming game I play, I hit that level in the first 5 seconds.
Yeah, Shredder is not a platformer. I've learned this with playing with him.
Okay, has anybody ever broken anything?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like you mean limbs or
No,
like equipment?
I mean like equipment.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
Okay, all right. So I have never broken anything while streaming. Knock on wood, because watch, it's gonna happen now. I'm gonna break something. But when I was like, I don't know, like 7 or 8, I got a Game Boy Advance, and I remember I got stuck on this stupid Mario level, and I couldn't beat it. And I don't know, I was a disturbed child apparently, because I took it and I just beat my head into it and busted the screen. And I was like, at that point, I thought, and actually, okay,
You're a true gamer.
Funny.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So story behind that, like
When I knew.
Santa brought it to me. So when I took it to my parents, and I was like, I broke it. They were mad at me, and myself was like, why would you be mad? Santa brought it to
Yeah,
me.
fucking Santa's out money, not you guys. Like, what the fuck difference does it make?
Yeah,
I don't know.
But
Anyways.
that one experience kept me from breaking anything.
Okay,
Nice.
Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that one experience from games that made us like hate other types of games? Lion King on Sega Genesis is the reason I hate platforms.
Oh my god.
Lion King
I
on
could
Sega
not get
Genesis
up-
was rough.
That game
was
was
rough.
amazing. I beat that so many times.
I could not get up the goddamn waterfall with the logs coming down. I always died there. Pissed me off. I had to call my neighbor down the street to come do it for me.
Worse than that,
jump up this thing.
the old school TMNT, I think NES game when you're in the water level. That water level
on the different surfboards.
No, like not, but like you're going like
jump back and forth, right?
No, you had to like it was one of those water levels, and so you weren't on like surfboard, right? But you were like swimming through. Oh fuck! I just died so much. You had limited like air and everything. It was.
I love that game
I thought you were talking about. There's like a level where you're like chasing people and you're kind of like on surfboards. And you have to jump
that's a great. That's Battle Through Time or whatever it was. I fucking bought that shit on Xbox when they remastered it. I love that shit. I bought it. I loved that level. You just have to jump and hit, and you're fine.
Easy.
Yeah,
jump and hit.
Yeah, exactly. That was the way to get through that. Speaking of spells and everything, of course, I have a fondness for this game, and I know Disciple does too. But Spellbreak beta released on Xbox, or not Xbox, PS4. RIP. PS4 and PC. It is back now on beta. Servers are now open.
Oh, there's that Earth Hour.
I was actually part of the like alpha group.
Get back in it.
And I freaking loved it.
I like playing.
Dude, come play it. That's what I was playing Monday night for 15 hours.
Yes,
I don't think I'll play it by myself.
Would play with us?
Yeah, no,
I will play that tonight. You want to go play that tonight after this?
Let's go.
I don't have it updated on my PC.
It's really easy. It takes like 5 seconds to update it on Epic. It really doesn't take long.
Let me check and see if I have it updated.
I got really good at it by the end. Me, Pay, and GC, General Kolobi, we were wrecking kids on squads. The squads are now 3-man.
Dude, he wrecked me.
Yeah, I did wreck. D updated it once. I didn't even realize I wrecked him. I was just going that hard. I was just we literally before we split up
twice.
We had
he like hit me. He hit me like he took like 95% of all my health, and I just heal. He's like,
nah.
you're dead.
Okay, something I asked you in your stream the other day that I don't think you saw. Do you remember? Wasn't that a thing where you had to like collect things and go level up? Is that not a thing anymore?
So they streamlined it quite a bit. For those of us that remember it from the alpha and the beta sessions, a lot of like the gear they streamlined. There's not like 4 different. There's now only 3 different types of gear. The gear used to have every different level of gear, whether it's epic, whatever. Also used to have a different passive trait. That is not a thing anymore because it was just a lot to really know. Because sometimes you really only wanted a rare boot because you wanted the invisibility passive. You want like this, that. There were 30 different gear pieces out of 4, 5 different rarities, 4 whatever, and 30 different passives to know off the top of your head, and it slowed you down. It was leveling up every time you leveled up in the game, so it does have it almost was like a MOBA element to it where you would level up and you would pick a trait within your class to level up. And it was slightly randomized. You could level that up. That's no longer a thing. What it is now is that you have talents ahead of time that you kind of select almost Realm Royale style, where you can unlock them ahead of time and go in with certain traits to your character. During the match, you can find scrolls to upgrade them and make them even better, but you have a base starter point. You don't need those scrolls, but obviously they make your passives stronger, so finding them is better. But it is a lot more streamlined. You're more in the match now than you were before. It is a lot streamlined. There is no more multi-stacking of gauntlets unless you have a certain perk, which I did run into a couple of pre-alpha testers that were really rough back in the day. Those people that used to stack gauntlets. That's still going to be a thing at the higher level, I think. But, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. There is... one of the new things also is that you pick a class. So it used to be you just picked a class, but it didn't matter what gauntlets you had. You spawned in with nothing. Now,
you can always use whatever gauntlets.
Yeah, now whatever class you are, that is your main gauntlet. That is your left click. Your left trigger, or maybe it's your right trigger on PS4. I don't know, but that is your main gauntlet. And that is your main class. You cannot switch that off. So if you choose Toxic, you have the Poison Toxic Glove as your left one. You can only swap, no matter what, you can only swap out your right one for different gauntlets.
Oh yeah, I'm glad that they changed that.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that they streamlined.
I remember we used to talk about that, like, oh, I'm going this, and we had to find that specific one to get the boost.
Yeah, and that's all gone. It's a lot more streamlined. It's a lot more user-friendly. There is still a high level of skill to it, 110%.
Right.
But it is a lot more accessible. It is a lot more enjoyable.
Like it as much because I was so confused.
And that's the thing. There's not as much confusion.
Like, domes and you're like, you have to stand in there. And I'm like, why?
Yeah, no. and that's not the thing. To level up, that used to be a thing. Now, what those are is kind of like... essentially those are just the care drops now, and they're 100% like they were kind of like that before, but you would use that to level up your character, quote unquote. Right. Now it's literally just a care drop for loot. They're still on the map. Okay. You still activate them. You still have to wait 20 seconds, but it's literally a legendary loot spawn. So that's all it is. You know, it is a lot. It's a lot more user friendly. It is a lot more enjoyable. I always thought this was going to be a very fun BR. I enjoyed it even with its shortcomings, and I think all the changes that they made have only made it better and more accessible. I always also thought that this is going to be a console game. BRs. Yeah, it's fun. It is just hate fun. BRs,
but this is fun.
You're literally a mage throwing around a bunch of abilities.
Don't laugh at me too hard.
Okay.
PC question. Installing this game, can I save it to my D drive instead of my C drive and it be just as accessible and playable?
Are both of them internal?
Yes.
Then yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, you're good.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. The only exception would be also if like one of those drives is like your operating system drive and you're running out of space.
The data drive, and one's I don't know what C drive is. I don't know what that. I assume that's my like RAM drive. I have no clue.
Normally, if you only have one hard drive and it's partitioned in two separate ways, normally one of them has your operating system, one of them has all your files. So, whichever one has all your other files, like, you know, all your other games.
Will it hurt me to save it to the other drive though if I already have?
I don't
have a lot of memory on this PC. That's my main problem with my current PC, is that there's not a lot of space.
At the end of the day, as long as you're not running like 90% usage on whichever partition, you're fine.
Right. That'll start lagging your shit.
Yeah.
My overall CPU usage, streaming...
No, not CPU usage, like storage-wise, we're talking.
Storage,
Storage-wise of the partition.
Like 10%?
Then whichever one you save it for. Ideally, you want to save it to a certain partition. You want one of your partitions to be your operating system, one of them to be all your other stuff, because I have a feeling that's what it is if it's just one hard drive. That being said, if you don't know the difference and they're both a whole shit ton of extra space, just save it wherever you want.
Okay.
You're not gonna ruin anything if you already started installing on C. Is what I'm saying. You know, you're fine.
Everything's
As long as you don't fill it up.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Like, as long as you're not over 90%, you're good. Yeah, just don't.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, you're fine.
Bad things happen to Windows.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Windows does not like not having space. You know, it gets very claustrophobic. Yeah, it gets very claustrophobic very fast.
Oh no.
But yeah, honestly, Spellbreak, I think honestly we all enjoyed it. I didn't know that you were a alpha tester for it as well, Jaded. I just want to talk about it because I was playing it the other night and it's back in beta.
Creator, that's the only reason.
Oh.
I create
Epic
content for
creator.
Epic, so I got invited to do it. It was actually, I was excited about it because I was like, my God, it's a battle royale, but I get to throw spells around like Harry
That's the best thing.
Like, it just made me so happy. I was like, yes.
Like Harry Potter should be, because you can't actually cast fireballs in Harry Potter. Yeah, exactly.
No, this one you can. You just like float around, pew pew.
Yeah, yep, exactly. It's a lot of fun.
Okay, mine's halfway installed.
Pew, pew. I told you it's not much.
I drank a whole entire bottle of wine and I need to go to the bathroom, so I'll be back.
I just went pee.
I was saying, like, I'm getting to that point too. But we'll transition on to the next one as we're talking. She'll get back, and then I'll let people talk for a second because, you know, it's my turn for that break. Last topic that I have written down. I think I covered everything that I had. The only other thing is the Apex patch.
Yep.
You know, new.
I like the fact that they don't have the stack. They don't stack. The throwables are not. You can only have one per slot now. I do like that because people would spam the fuck out of grenades, and that was annoying.
See, I didn't even know that was a thing. I have not played it. Yeah. I have not looked at all of it. So we're gonna go through.
The thing is rough. Let's go through it.
We're gonna go through all of it, and we're gonna talk a little bit about it. Obviously, limited time mode started on the 3rd, goes through the 17th, so it's been on 2 days. Unique take, where random is a dirty word is what it says. I don't know that all text, whatever. But so every day the loot ship or the drop ship is going to be in the same position, and the loot is going to be in the same position every day.
Yep.
So new equipment, the Evo shield, we'll talk about that in a second. And first week World's Edge, second week back on Kings Canyon. Evo shield, so it starts out weaker than a common body shield. I assume that's at probably 25 then. I have not played, but that would be my assumption.
25.
So it starts at 25, but it gets progressively higher capacity as you do damage.
It levels up.
Carries over from person to person, so if you pull it off of somebody that you kill, it can also even be higher. So you can just kill somebody who has already killed 7 people, and there you go. You got a full shield. That being said, now does it
goes red.
So stronger than purple. Like what is that max
it's
at?
Red.
So red, but is that like 125 shield?
I think it's 125 or 150.
Okay, like that's what I want to know, and that's why I kind of like was looking around to see. 5 bars, so 125.
125.
Okay.
5 bars.
So 125. Octane Heirloom set came out. Looking at the meta changes. Yeah, Octane Heirloom set looks sexy. Bloodhound. The designer note, the intent is for Bloodhound to use their tactical as they are approaching towns pre-combat versus reacting while in a fight. Increase the scan distance for Eye of the Allfather by 3 times. That is fucking huge. That is huge.
So fucking far.
That is huge. I didn't know that. That is
8
huge.
seconds or 0.8 seconds.
But that's good.
You just better not hit that when someone's rushing your ass, or you were dead.
Yeah. So you need that 0.4, 0.8. So you're doing it as you're getting in there.
You can't interrupt that.
So, but I mean, it's still less than a second. They want it to be, you know, you're running and you're not using it, you know, as somebody's jumping out. You're running up. You're like, hey, I'm going to see if there's people here, or I think there are people here. We're going to scan them. Increase duration.
They changed the intent completely.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get it.
Increase duration, 2 to 3 seconds. Honestly, with the new intent, I could argue that they maybe should have done it a little more. Because if you're running in... If they want the intent to be you're doing it running in 3 seconds, you could still be outside. Like, why are we still holding on to, because we doubled the time it takes to cast. Why not at least make this 4 seconds? Why not double the time it's active? That's just me just reading as we go through. Gibby, reduced gun shield health from 75 to 50. Thank you, fucking Jesus. Fucking Gibbies. It's really not enough.
25. I was gonna say it's like...
It's only 20. They need to not only reduce that by 25, reduce the fucking time it takes for that shit to respawn, and I'd be happy.
Yes.
That's more the issue. Like, I don't mind dealing damage.
Make the fucking thing a little bit smaller, goddammit.
If he crouches, and that's him, and he's a thick boy. How are you gonna have a shield?
His new skin, bro. He's not as thick.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
It's amazing. If you're a Gibby main, get that skin. It is legit. Oh my god, he went to Mike Tyson's bodybuilder school, bro.
It's sick.
Crypto.
He's a badass.
Primary weapons will now automatically reload while in drone view. That's kind of nifty. So you don't come out of drone. I wonder, theoretically, how long does it take to throw a drone and cancel it? Theoretically.
Oh god, someone's gonna be playing crypto.
I was gonna say, like, meta-wise, if we want to get into a pure top 200 IQ plays, how long does it take to press Q to throw out and press Q again
to cancel it?
But it's just your primary weapon.
Yeah, but say I shot. If it's faster than a reload, theoretically, if I shot 25, well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but I mean, theoretically,
I think it's just one of those things where it's like I'm just gunfight, you win the gunfight, and then you throw the drone out.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm thinking big IQ plays. If you're a crypto main, what is the time difference between throwing that out
faster than just reloading?
I hope it's not. But I'm just saying, if
it's literally like if you kill the team and you're looking for the third party while like everyone's healing up, you throw it out there. You're the crypto. You won the fight. You throw your drone out to make sure that no one's coming. It's just reloading while you're helping your team.
I get that. No, I 100%. I get what
the. It's be like throw it out, throw it back in. I'm reloaded.
No, I get the intent. I'm just looking for the 200 IQ crypto. Like, I'm not a crypto main, but I'm just thinking those.
It's not gonna be there. You might as well just reload your gun. That's the 200.
But I'm just saying, what is the time difference there? Like, can we go into firing range? We need to go into firing range and see what the difference is. On say an R99.
I mean, shit, if you're that, yeah, I would say just
for curious, you know, just see if it is faster to press Q and press Q again. Yeah, well, I just that's my we'll do it afterwards. We'll do it after. But that is my just reading that.
Play what?
She plays Apex, but she doesn't play it on PC.
What are we talking about?
I don't know. I came by. I was like,
Hi, Lindsay.
Hi, Lindsay.
Hi. Hi.
Give me your thick.
No, I would argue I would love to see the time difference, how long it takes to throw out and cancel your ability to get full ammo back. Because if that was faster than a reload, depending on what gun you had, that is legit. I don't know how many people already have figured that out, but I'm sure some people might have thought of it. I can't be the only one reading these patch notes, but that's yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, LMG, say you have a Spitfire, not just an SMU. Say you have a Spitfire and you're crypto. Press Q twice, and you're reloaded essentially. I mean, that could be a viable tactic. You know, that could be pro strats right there. I
think it's gonna be the same time that you're reloading. All it's saying is that when you're in your drone, it's reloading your guns. I don't think it's faster.
I know, but I mean, I know it's gonna reload. I'm just saying, like, did they think this through? Would it comes down to 0.5 seconds
because
it comes down to tenths of a second in firefights, and if that tenth of a second is faster for me to throw my drone and cancel it, I will do that shit before reloading in a fucking heartbeat. Anyways, moving right along. Inventory update. Base inventory increased from 8 to 10. So base inventory, common backpack increased 12, 14, 16. So everybody has a little bit more space to carry that random in their slot with them. That's pretty much what they're saying there. Wow. I fucking hate randoms. I'm making a sticker for how much I fucking hate randoms. It's literally being made right now. I fucking hate randoms.
With you at all, because like I would have won, like oh my god, would have won this game earlier in Apex. I was playing Apex before we started. I had 7 kills. There were 3 teams left. my freaking 2 random teammates are gonna sit over in La La Land instead of rotating properly, and they die and leave me in a 1v2 situation. And I thought it was 1 because they were camping so hard. But anyway, I died because of randoms being dumbasses.
Yep, fucking randoms. And grenade stacks reduced 2 to 1, so you can only stack 1 on each grenade, which sucks.
I personally hate this.
I think
this
that's
really sucks.
Dude, I like it because I get tired of people spamming this shit. You shouldn't have to crutch that. You know what I mean? Like,
but
I get why
are you carrying 400 rounds of lighter rounds? Like I was like, I limit. Like, I'm just saying, I'm not used. No, not if you're landing your shots.
Kill someone in 150 to reload and replenish.
Landing your shots. If they've got purple or gold shields on, like it's gonna.
I feel personally attacked with that.
Like same. You look at my shit. Like I have very little heals. All right. Like I'll have literally half of my backpack full of ammo, and then I'll have like a couple of shield bats. A couple of the fact that they bumped the bats down to holding 2 instead of being able to hold 3 kind of hurts my feels a little bit. Same thing with med kits. And syringes, they bumped down from 6 to 4 in 1 slot.
Why do we need that much fucking ammo?
That's heals. You need that shit. You know how many people come in third party and you have to go scoot and hide somewhere and heal real quick and then go in.
I know. I get the heals. I'm saying
you get pinched.
One stack of like heavy or whatever. Like people carry too much ammo. Like and all that. Like why? Like
I do. I learned the hard way. I started taking. I would look at my ammo and I'm like, do I really need this much ammo?
No, you don't need that much ammo.
If I win my fight, I'm just gonna get it off the dead.
Exactly. Like and okay, maybe that.
Use the ammo that you use.
Light is the most common.
Light is the most common.
Okay,
what?
All right. For me, I mainly run heavy.
Okay, you still have it.
And then I'll run light.
Still have a 1 in 3 chance that
I need 1 stack of heavy. That's all. Well, now it's 60. One stack of heavy on the wingman. If I cannot kill at least one squad with 60 rounds on the wingman,
if you're running, if you're running
the hemlock single shot is an amazing weapon.
Okay, that's true too. But if you're running, I love Spitfire. I love him on the burst. If you're running Spitfire though, if
you're running Spitfire, you need to learn to land your fucking shots.
That's exactly it.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
Aim is off today.
Spitfire has not been a thing since season 1.
Flatline.
Yeah, flatline.
Hemlock single shot.
I will pick up a Spitfire before I pick up a fucking wingman shit with their buffed fucking 4 or 5 bullets in it. Like that's,
buffed. You really want to talk to me about buffed wingman? Okay, epic. Okay, I was saying nerf.
But it was 1 bullet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was gonna say don't tell me the wingman was buffed because that's still bullshit. It's still bullshit that an epic magazine gives me 8 goddamn rounds. I cannot. The best person I could go watch Ace right now and fucking no matter what, he cannot kill a whole squad with 8 fucking shots and a fucking secondary. You cannot, and I think it needs to go back to 10. You cannot, even with a secondary.
At least 8.
Yeah, it needs to be over 8 because there is no viable way without reloading to, even with another thing, an R99 Peacekeeper, whatever, there's no viable way to take down a whole squad. Albeit, it's very hard to do that either way, but literally you are hampering the wingman so much that you're not even giving it a chance to actually clutch.
Is that the smallest?
You miss 1 shot.
Amount of ammo for any
it
gun
starts on 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, yeah, but
trash, though.
Yeah, it's essentially. But yeah, the wingman, it does a decent amount of damage, but honestly, so even out the gate, unless you get headshot, we're just talking body shots. Wingman is 45.
45 a hit.
45 a hit. So no armor, you need 3 shots.
3.
No armor, no headshots, you need 3 shots. So that is 3/4 of your mag right there.
Right.
No matter what. Say they have purple armor. You need 6 shots.
I agree, purple.
Or 5 shots. You need 5 shots for purple to down somebody. No headshots. And I get it is a skill-based weapon, but
I was gonna say it goes back to what you said to her. Hit your shots.
But you can still land your shots. But I'm saying a headshot. But even still, so say you land those 5 shots. Say you land 4 with a headshot. Okay, somebody else, you're fighting somebody else at the same time. If you do not have an epic mag, the best case scenario is you land every shot. Epic mag, 8 rounds. You still have to switch weapons and hope that, no matter what, you are almost at a disadvantage, like running the wingman right now. It's like I just feel like they over nerfed it. Like give it, yeah, exactly. I think like I don't mind like 10 can be tops. Like that's fine. Keep it 5, 6, 7, right now, 10 or 5, 6, 8, 10
can take three full groups.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. Compared to other guns, the wingman is almost as not viable as landing shots because I can left click really fucking fast with the hemlock close range, and I can do more for a full squad.
Absolutely.
That's just what I said. Like, I think 10. I'd be happy if it went back to 10 rounds as a max. I don't need 12. I don't need whatever. But I think at least get it to 10 as the epic, and I think that would be viable. That's what I'm saying. But that's neither here nor there. We got off on topic. Either way, landing shots, medkit. Bring it in. Yeah, bring it in. Obviously, we already kind of mentioned it, but. Meds are down. Syringe and shields are down to 4. Meds, big med kit and shield batteries are down to 2. Not a fan of that either.
That makes me bummed.
I get it. I get it.
I get it too, but it hurts my soul.
Yeah. Peacekeeper, mag size reduced from 6 to 5. Not enough.
I like that.
Increased reload time by 0.15 seconds. Reload time with empty and mag a little bit. Slightly increased scale of the blast pattern.
But is that all on Peacekeeper?
That's all on Peacekeeper. That being said, I do not think these are the nerfs or adjustments they needed to make to the Peacekeeper.
Last season.
This should have been done way, but this
last season.
They
Crikey, thanks for the house.
Lower the maximum damage, increase the minimum damage. Why are you getting 140 damage shots on a piece K and then sometimes getting 11 damage?
Okay, that's so true though, because you know how many times like you hit people and you're like, you should at least get like 50 damage for that. It's a shotgun to the body, man. Like 11 damage? Are you fucking kidding me?
And that's the thing, like I think that it should not do.
I could spit on you and do more damage than that. Shut up.
It should not do as much high-end damage, but I think they need to up the base damage. I think that it should do a minimum damage. If you tag somebody,
I'm sorry, I'm so loud.
No, I like it. I like it.
I'm a very loud person.
It's very inconsistent. I think these are not. I get what they're trying to do, but I don't think these are the adjustments that they should be making. I think the high-end damage, it should not do more damage than the fucking Mastiff. It really shouldn't. The Mastiff is a legendary weapon. It should not.
Yeah.
Should not.
I just even hip fire. Hip fire. I could hip fire you with the PK and hit you for 99 without a fucking headshot. Like, why is that a thing?
Oh, I thought that'd have to be a headshot.
I mean, I think it's like 90.
Peacekeeper shot, so I'm happy with anything.
Okay.
I think it's 90 without a headshot. I can tag you for if I hit like all of the little star pattern. Technically,
the full spray. Yeah.
I think I should get my own buffs to every gun that just lets me hit people.
But like the Mastiff is like,
call it the Shredder perk.
Yeah, the Shredder perk.
I can't hit shit. I don't care. Like, you can do anything to the guns. They won't be good.
Sentinel has been buffed, which is good. I did say that it needs a buff, so I don't know if this is enough. It was a 5 damage increase, 65 to 70. Reduced time to rechamber. So in between shots, you have less time. 185 to 175, so a tenth of a second. It's still a long fucking time. And for a 5 damage increase to the, I still think the Sentinel is not more viable than the longbow if you're gonna run a sniper.
What about charged?
It's true.
Charged is a different section, but also now you're running less. You're running less batteries. I'm not fucking charging that shit. I only have 2 batteries in my inventory. Fuck that shit.
Get rid of the charge. Make it a timed ability.
They should put like a little charge wheel on the side.
Yeah, you're fucking Octane just sitting there,
It's like one of those survival.
He went and got bleached. He did.
Yeah, it's because like we're the white background. Yeah. Quality of life, muzzle flash adjustments, reduce the intensity of muzzle flash while aiming down the sight for all weapons except shotties and snipers, which is nice. Means now your iron sights are going to be a little bit nicer. Red dot has been added to the iron sights for Prowler and L-Star.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Nice. Don't need a sight for the L-Star anymore. Let's go.
Iron sights dot will stay properly centered during weapon sway and bob movements. That's... I don't know what else to say to that besides that changes things, because the Prowler I always had a hard time with the iron sights. L-Star.
I'm just saying the Prowler was melting earlier. I don't care what they
Prowler. Well, with the new season, the Prowler and the R99. Yeah, the Prowler and the R99 now in this new season are comparable to each other. Prowler has a bigger mag. They're both comparable in time to kill. I think if you're more used to the R99, it's still viable.
Yep. I use them both. I use them both, bro.
I love the red dot. I don't know why.
Oh, that one time HCOG is just where it's at.
I put the red dot on everything.
Actually, I like both of them. I can
hate the ACOG.
I put the 1-2 ACOG on it, and then I'd run the
1-2 ACOG. The only thing I've used it on is the L-Star, because for whatever reason,
I like it on
it's solid on the L-Star. Heirloom crafting is something that just released. So rather than summarizing this now, rather than being guaranteed necessarily that you're going to get an heirloom at 500 packs that's random, now you get to pick what it is, very simply put. And your existing progress towards that 500 packs will carry over. Simply put. Bug fixes. Do we really want to read through all these? Yeah. No, not really on here. All right, cool. Anyways,
what were the bugs that needed fixing?
I would say like nothing.
Okay.
I didn't see anything that's huge enough to really warrant.
The patch from season 3 drop, not much.
Yeah, exactly.
Season 3 patch was huge, you know,
Yeah.
but this one there weren't too many bugs. They came out with it pretty hard
and not enough. Yeah, exactly. At the beginning of the season, this is just simple bugs, not enough like big fixes. You know,
dude.
Put the 4x8 on the G7.
I was dying by invisible people. You know, I can tell you that there were no invisible people killing me in season 3, which was nice.
Hey, at least in season 3, I didn't still get a fucking video graphics card crashes every fucking night 3 times because I have because I only spent $1,500 on my graphics card. Why should I have it not fucking sync with a goddamn game?
I don't know what you're talking about. Never had that problem.
Tell me more.
Because that's the thing. It literally is only some of the 2080 Ti's. That's the weird thing. So because we had this even.
Love you.
But I have the same fucking thing. Don't even like. But that's the thing. Like it's weird that only some people have it. Because we had this even when it came out. If you remember, Disciple, it's the same.
Dude, I know.
It's the same. We have almost the same build, but it's literally like, and it's something to do with the graphics card. It's something in the textures and all that. It crashes some 1080 or 2080 Ti's and not others, and it popped back up, and I don't know why. I need to take my 30 seconds. So y'all keep talking about Apex and all that. Yeah. Everybody else had their 30 seconds. I need my timeout. Whoop.
Do it. Want my friend back?
Glitched.
I was
friends back.
Play with you guys, but I think I don't know. I think we're playing Spellbreak. I don't know if I can get it installed.
Spellbreak.
Don't shake your head at me.
Who? Me?
No. Hush and Drake, they want me to come play Fortnite.
Oh my god, I wasn't shaking my head.
Let's say. I don't know.
Drake.
We'll see how this goes. We'll see if do y'all actually want to play Spellbreak tonight? What's up? I know it's like 2 a.m. for Kdog. Where are y'all at in the universe?
I'm Seattle. He's LA.
Oh, so y'all are
West Coast.
It's always early for you guys.
Yeah.
You can't spell one either. You have to put the number in the chat. What the fuck, dude? You alright? You spelled build wrong. You spelled attitude. No, he's not lazy. He can't spell, bro.
Be nice to him. Good Lord.
Oh, fuck that kid.
Calling people out tonight.
Oh no, he came up in here and saying potty mouth, but it was potty mouth.
Oh, I know. I've been watching him.
Dude, I feel bad. I feel bad.
Apparently, this guy's gotten under Shredder's skin. I had no idea.
I hate people that can't spell. It drives me nuts.
You know,
Like,
Dave, did
why
you
are
ever?
you awake? Go to bed or read a book. Like, do something.
What did I miss?
Dude, Shredder is going off on this guy in chat.
Dude, this kid, man.
Oh, Kdog, strategical question here. Are we for reals gonna play Spellbreak tonight, or what?
I'm just trying to enjoy my
Yeah, the last Drake is trying to take Jaded from us.
He's a Fortnite squad. But I mean, like, if we're gonna play, I'll do that since we're all here. But I know it's like 2 a.m. for you, so I don't know how long.
Your has an E at the end of it, brother.
Have you ever seen me, like, have you ever paid attention to when I stream? I have never gotten off before 2 a.m. I start at like 11 or 1 a.m. depending on the night. Like,
damn. Okay. All right. I guess.
You know, I have every intention. Like, I'm down for Spellbreak.
When I get off, but
yeah,
like,
I am.
I just don't. I guess I don't notice when you go live. I just assumed it was earlier. I don't know. Look at me assuming. That's what I get, right?
He got one. He got yes right. Let's go.
No, I start at 11 p.m. Like, yeah, I normally get off around 6.
Stop.
Unless Shroud hosts me, then I stay on for like another 13 hours. Cause why not?
I saw that. I was like, damn, you went hard.
Fuck yeah, would you not?
I'm done.
Would you not? I rode that shit. I got hosted with 4,000 people. I rode that shit till I was. Yeah, I know, exactly.
I'll have coffee.
People came in at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon going, "Oh, you didn't go to bed." I'm like, "Fuck no, I didn't."
I was already working.
Yeah,
again.
I said that shit on stream today. I was like, I wish Summit would come to Mixer so he would drop a host on me playing Sea of Thieves.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, like I always said that. We always joked about it. That I was like, I would work that shit all night long. Lowest point I had was over 600 lurkers, and I'm like, fuck yeah.
Speaking of, there was a video on YouTube of Summit playing Sea of Thieves, and someone in his chat donated and said, "Hey, when are you going to Mixer?" And he didn't say anything like, "Oh, I'm not." He was like, "I can't talk about that."
Hey.
That'd be awesome, bro.
I would love to get Summit, don't get me wrong, but that honestly might be, there honestly might be clauses for them at this point where they're not actually allowed to talk about it. I would not be surprised. On the higher ups, they might have actually added clauses now where they're not around, they're not allowed to comment on it. That's what I was thinking,
because I wasn't sure if it was like a direct thing where he was like, "Oh, I can't talk about it because it's in the works," or if he can't talk about it because Twitch might get mad at him.
I would not be surprised if certain partnerships for some of the higher ups have not been updated where they can't talk. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like trying to keep them all there.
Contract system for Twitch partners than just all the
and
Twitch
constant
partners.
Yeah, exactly. The higher ups, they probably have
there, but it exists.
Yeah, exactly. They have different ones, and I'm sure it got an update, and they leave clauses in on all of contracts, like some of us know, where certain things can be updated, and I'm sure theirs got updated. People like Summit 1G, theirs got updated, where certain things can and cannot be said. Just like we can and cannot say certain things, they can and cannot say certain things. Would I love to see Summit 1G? Yeah, I like Summit. You know, I like him. He has a great web show. I would love to have him like web show and host my web show afterwards. It would be great. You know. He got that. Good paid actors. Yeah.
Okay, so oh no, go ahead.
No, by all means.
She's trying to leave.
Okay, can I? No, I just want to open my Spellbreak up and see if I can make it work as Slavs, but I don't want my face to go bye-bye on your screen and it be like, you know.
It's okay. Undercard left like 3 weeks ago randomly, and then like three of the windows were all JoJo's boobs. It was very humorous. So, it was great content. It was great content.
That's awesome.
Yeah, literally, like she was in your corner, and then the top two, bottom two were
Okay.
There you go. That works.
Yeah. I mean, we can kind of see.
All we see is boobs.
No, you don't. I have my camera very high, sir.
Just see if you'd like.
Would he actually ever come here? I don't know. I don't think anytime soon. I don't think personally that I think we have a couple of the big name people. I think to bring more of the bigger people like Summit 1G, I think we need more of a base before we bring more of them on. Personally.
Yeah.
But what I'm getting at is there was
need real viewership.
I watch a lot of Summit, and there was one video where he straight up said no. Like he's like, hell no, I'm not going over there. And now it's turning into I can't talk about it.
Yeah, and that's why I think that's a license, that's a contract update. That's why.
Yeah.
He can't say either here or there. Yeah.
Anyway.
No, I think that's a contract update. Just like we can't talk about certain things, they can't talk about certain things. But I think before we get any other big names like that, I think majority of them and all that, even if they have the money, they want to see the viewership and all that because we have that. So I think the next 6 months, and I've said this before, I think the next 6 months to year for Mixer are going to be very influential for people both coming over and potentially coming over. What can't you talk about, Kdog? Nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Nothing.
He's got you on record right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's recording right now. Fucking, yeah. Sanofa and all them. He's going to fucking email them in a fucking heartbeat.
But, you know, I feel like everyone that wants Mixer to succeed needs to actually go out there and promote themselves. You know, like a lot of people, you know, don't wear their Mixer stuff out there and take your business cards, and if you meet someone that's somewhat interested in Mixer, I mean, you can definitely bring them in. That's one more person.
The guy who dropped off my dryer today actually saw my fucking stream equipment and setup. He's like, "Oh, you're streaming this?" And I literally,
great story.
And I talked about Mixer, and then he was like, "This guy, he's talking about getting into like streaming or whatever." I literally like, he's like, "Oh, I only have a minute," but he asked me. I was like, I literally showed him on OBS, like he's like just saying or whatever. And I was like, hey, I'm on Mixer. He's like, oh, you're not on Twitch? I was like, no, it's not really like my speed kind of thing. I kind of gave him a brief little description of like both. And I like showed him a little bit like, hey, you know, hey, this is how you do this and that. Because he was wondering like how I get like all the nifty pop-ups. Because literally he was just starting to even think about it. And I was like, here, you know.
One thing that I like is the fact that
Sport Mixer,
Twitch
you know?
and Mixer are now like a thing. Before it was like, oh, I stream, on Twitch. But now it's like, oh, I stream Twitch or Mixer.
Where?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
and that's the thing.
An
Yeah.
actual option now. Like that means it's to me.
Yeah,
that's
it's
a big
better.
Step.
Yeah. I just tell people we're more community oriented. We try and, you know, I feel like most people until they get to a pretty big size try and reach out and try and create a connection with their audience and their community.
And I will say, I have noticed, I watched Shroud before, but normally like in his like YouTube videos and compilation, I will say even like on the bigger side of it, you know, obviously he is very focused on the game, but I still even feel like him coming over, like he still even decently reads chat. You know, and I think decently enough for me. Like he'll look over and like he'll read chat and he'll respond as much as is viable for somebody who has slow chat on.
He's one of those bigger streamers that still tries to pick out something. From
chat. At least like one every 100 messages. Yeah. You know, one every 100 messages.
And it stands out when you send him embers, he's more likely to read your ember chat.
Of course, yeah.
It stands out in the 1,000 other lines of regular chat.
You know, like,
well, he doesn't hear any of that noise.
Well, I was gonna say too, majority of the time, chat's talking to chat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
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 Usually chat's talking to chat. They're not talking to him directly. Not all of them.
When he raided me the other night, like the first match I played, I was trying to like talk to all of them, but I was just like, it's like way too many. He hosted me with 4,000 people, and I was just like, oh yeah, okay, cool. Oh, I'm in a fight. All right, I came back and I had like I was so far from the last conversation, like it was like nowhere near. And I knew, but I knew that or whatever. And I was like, hey, you know, sorry if I missed it, like whatever, you know. And that's, you know.
I always say there's like levels, right?
Yeah.
So like where I'm at personally, I love it because I can keep up with chat having 40 people in my channel. Like I can keep up with it. I always said like if I ever got to 1,000, there's no chance.
40 talking people is a lot.
Yeah, but you could still look over. Well, and again, I'm talking about me personally. For the
Jaded, did you get a tan?
More often than other people can.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I like the outfit. I like it. That's a great cosplay.
Nice and animated.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Don't I look so good?
But no, I'm talking about for me personally, the type of games that I play. Like, for
Let's
me,
see your alpha
stuff.
I
feel like I can look at that stuff. For you guys, when you're playing BRs, it's a lot rougher regardless.
Yeah, because like if you're elbow deep in Tarkov, you cannot always. You should have the
Tarkov especially not.
This one.
So now the title, the difference is though, because D and I won't have it because D started after me because I gave him this. Do you have, since you're an epic whatever, go down to your title, and I'm gonna be very upset if you have it. Go down to your title.
Please have it. Please have it.
I don't have anything.
It doesn't say like alpha. Alpha person?
Alpha tester right there.
Alpha tester? Okay. Alpha tester is fine. No, fucking General, if he's still here, this motherfucker is a pre-alpha tester. And I'm like, this motherfucker. And I'm like, God damn it.
He got it a week before.
Yeah, exactly. He got a week before me. Yeah, General Kolobi. Yeah, GC. I call him GC.
If you ever play with us, make sure you have that title on, please.
He's my only other friend.
Yeah.
I just like it when Kdog gets triggered by stuff like that.
Because hey, I wanted to fucking play it. I did, but I didn't get access until the alpha happened.
That's
I wanted to.
That's your own fault. General, you're better than Kdog.
He is.
So, that kind of upsets me because I was invited like 3 months before I actually ended up. Or not 3 months. I got an email.
I hope I have it. Let me check and see.
I got a secondary email that I signed up for.
To be fair,
I didn't know what the hell it was at first. I was like, I like Fortnite.
Most of us probably were in the alpha, and even the alpha was a long time ago when I played it initially. Like I said, the pre-alpha was like when it first debuted on Facebook. Though those people were already playing. Those were the pre-alpha testers, and that was GC. You know, me, I saw it on Facebook, and I was like, oh, I want to get in on this, and I signed up to be an alpha tester and a content creator for it. So, but he has the pre-alpha tester title. Titter.
Did you see my little flex emote? That was too cute. I'm sorry.
That's it.
Oh, yeah, the flex?
Yes.
Yeah. I have not unlocked any new emotes yet.
Here we go.
I had the Toby too. I liked it.
Cool.
I like Kdogs. I bought a dang too big of a monitor.
How do we add each other on here? Is it like a?
It's Epic. So add me on Epic.
Epic.
Yeah. Fortnite friends, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
At me on Epic.
All right. Before we get into this, because it sounds like that we're gonna play this, we have covered all the topics. As far as I know, let me check Discord really quick because we have put that there a couple times. If anybody posted anything, nobody that I see posted in the web show.
You're looking on the wrong computer because our faces are gone.
Oh shit! God, my damn.
Do I have to go into Epic?
Hold on, wait. Fine, I'll finish looking at this one. Thank you for calling it out, because I'm just used to doing everything on the alternate computer.
I know.
Web show. Where the fuck did that top? It should be at the top. Yeah, live Q&A. Nobody posted anything this week, so I guess y'all didn't have any fucking questions. So that works for me. That being said,
what's your Epic name?
Kdog57.
Okay.
_
Branding, I like it.
No, it's literally Kdog57.
Don't do any of that.
H2 capital O disciple.
I think the only thing is different, like my Insta and all that, my socials.
X Rotten Gaming X.
I mean, even if she doesn't add us necessarily, like you can join off of me.
This is triple X.
Stormy just now posted about the keyboards.
Tongue. Horse.
No, the keyboards, like, I've seen them for a while. We'll open it up very, very quickly to chat before we get into the second half of this, which normally degenerates very quickly.
I'll type it in the stream.
Is there anything that we talked about tonight? Anybody in chat right now? Any topics we talked about? Anything that you guys want to mention a little bit, want a little more clarification on, or want another story on? By all means, let us know, since there's nothing in the Discord. Otherwise, we will wrap up the official part of the web show and podcast here shortly.
I thought we were all supposed to do that. What happened?
Doing it. I'm doing it. Doing it well.
Oh my goodness. Be like Wayne's World.
Wayne's World. Wayne's World.
But the problem is it does this in
Party
chat.
time. Excellent.
All right, can we talk about how okay, did you guys see, and I'm not going to say certain things, but did you guys see that there was an update on certain things that there was not an obvious pun that could have been made? If you don't know what I'm talking about, I will message you. And I am very disappointed.
Message me, man.
No, I can't message you. It has to be the other three. Did you not see that there was an update that was made and there was an obvious pun? And it makes me very, like... let me...
What?
I don't know what we're talking about. Like a update for what?
For certain things.
Oh. I still don't know. Oh. Yeah, that thing.
Oh, yeah.
And they didn't even make a joke about it.
Yeah.
I still don't see anything.
I have to message individually because I can't put it in the group message because of Jaded. I love you, but I can't.
I'm not a partner. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, look at the follow.
It's my fault.
I know it's not your fault, but I can't.
Will be.
Yeah, it's either you'll get there. Hold on, wait. I have to shred Shredder.
You have to shred Shredder.
Shred him.
Shred me.
I'm coming for you, Shredder.
Do it. I mean, a lot of people do.
Okay, I meant on you.
Okay.
All right, I messaged you, Shredder, as well. I was very disappointed. Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
Did I miss that? Well, we didn't really talk about like how to be fair. But of course, all of us here all start off in different ways. Actually, if you want to, even the older broadcasts, if you want to go back to the initial official broadcast, or did we talk about it on a prequel? I think we talked about was it the prequel? I think that might actually
the first.
I think it was the first. Yeah, so a little bit like how we all got started. Every web show we do talk about with the guest star, like how they got started and all that. Also, so on the YouTube, so you can find the past episodes of the web show. Also, every week, we talk a little bit about the guest star. Jaded right now is loading up Spellbreak in lots of different ways. That's why that's Jaded right now. She looks very interesting right now. So you can definitely check out the past episodes of the web show.
We're only on episode 5, so it wouldn't be that hard to get caught up.
Yeah, it's really not that to get caught up for the different people and how everybody got started. Every week we talk about who is new and who got started. Episode 2, of course, we had both JoJo and Undercard on here. And they both, talked about how they got started. I think episode 1, we all talked about that. So yeah, but of course, if you want more personal information, definitely hit up the Discord. I think all of us have things on our Discord about how to kind of get started, and all of us can help with that.
I don't know how good this is gonna go for me, guys.
You're gonna do great.
Lagging hard. No. Like the frames are.
No, just I think it automatically defaults to like ultra. Yeah.
Because of Discord.
Yeah, I say you're streaming. Plus doing a video call, plus etc. So
once we end the video call, it'll get better.
The call to an audio,
Well, we're gonna finish this here momentarily. So come back, exit the game really quick. Come back.
Come back to us.
Come on, come here, girl.
I don't wanna.
Here, girl. Just come back.
Okay, baby, come back. I'm coming.
Baby, come back.
Well, I have to exit the game first.
That's fine.
I love that spot though.
Oh.
Big Daddy.
Ooh, hi.
Wait, hold on. Which one is it? Nope.
I need to find my special spot.
There it is. Oh, Lulu.
This is the one and only queen.
I love that spot though. Big Daddy.
Oh, go XLR. It's great. Anyways, wrapping up before we get on to all this other stuff. I don't think there's anything else. I looked in chat. I looked in Discord. I think we have covered everything. Officially, thank you everybody for hanging out for the official part of the web show. We will still keep hanging out, and it seems like we're going to play Spellbreak. That is what's going to go on, but the official part of the web show is ending, where I'm going to be stopping the recording. That being said, going right around, Disciple, where can everybody find you?
Mixer.com/Disciple, DESCYPLE, just like underneath here. I'm also Instagram Disciple and Twitter.com/Disciple.
Shredder? Hey, he's just pointing. Same thing. Here, I'll moderate for him. Mixer.com/ShredderOG. I cannot fucking talk tonight. I literally all night long. All right, I'm done. I'm done.
Kiddo can't talk.
I literally all night. I have not been able to. I don't know why.
There's no Dree. I don't know where this.
I don't know why. I literally have not been able to talk all night long.
Because it's so
It's
bad.
literally been all night. And normally, like Disciple said, like normally I am very good and very articulate. I don't know why. I don't think
I've ever heard you mess up this many times.
I really have not, and I'm just really trying to ignore it. I'm really trying to ignore it. I don't know. Shredder OG. Yeah. Shut up. For all you people listening on the future podcast, hush. Shredder OG on everything from Mixer.com to Instagram to Twitter to TikTok. I don't know if he has a TikTok, but you know.
That thing's gonna die sooner or later.
I claimed it just for the sake of claiming it. I have no intent and purposes of posting anything on it.
Somebody go claim my name and put stuff on there, please.
The only thing I did is I just linked it to my Instagram account. That's all I did. I didn't actually like do anything more than that. That's literally all I did. But somebody who does have a TikTok, and you can find her there, Jaded Mermaid, the social media queen. Oh, play with.
I do. I'm Jaded Mermaid on everything that is live broadcasting, Twitch, Mixer, TikTok, and then Patreon as well. And then all of my social media is Jaded Mermaids. Don't laugh at me. We're going to do a rebrand soon, but it's Jaded Mermaid TTV. I know.
Friends don't judge friends. It's okay.
And then it's stuck, you know. But we are going to be doing a rebrand soon. There's a reason I tell you guys my name's ArielJade. I want to know my real. Something's gonna happen soon.
Anyways. Yeah, that.
All of that.
I don't think anybody covered it, but because we didn't mention it. Jaded, when do you stream?
Oh, every day except Mondays at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Shredder?
Every day except for Sundays and Tuesdays, 8 a.m. to or 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Disciple, when do you stream? When can we find you?
When you see the go live for Disciple. But no, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then surprise weekends. I'm gonna be doing some live events at the Microsoft stores, so I'm excited for that. So definitely catch me on those weekends.
Awesome. All right, I think that's about everything. Anybody have anything else? Last words? Anything?
Stay in school, kids.
Hang out again.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, that is the official end of the web show. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. It was a great time. I'm going to end the recording. Don't go anywhere. It's literally just me ending the recording for us putting it on YouTube and the podcast side of it. So, bye, everybody.
Bye.